I'm the one setting precedents everywhere. Now I'm feeling like I made it. I'm looking up. All my friends are mostly entertainers. I still got street friends, don't get me wrong, but all my friends, I'm in the entertainment door. I'm in that realm now. Now I'm finna start making a lot of legitimate money.
Bitch, you run my name, it come back 100. Ask Big U, Top Dog, whack 100. Suge Knight, both the niggas he happened to drive over. The one that died and the one that survived. Rest in peace, Terry Carter. What up, Bone? It's the perfect type of beef for me to nut up on. Used to holler at the plug like, what up, Holmes? Cop 9 zones, go home and cut up stones. No extras on nothing, just saying what I say. From Compton and LA, ask Cam with a K. Mayo over mustard, whiter than Ajax. And Trag Newport, getting high with AWACS. Nominated most Easty, yes I accept it. Q, Mac and Dub, I'm Westside connected. Used to flood the swap me with my CD copies. Niggas nutty on my block like BG Nuggies. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't never like me. That's something I never understood. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't nothing like me. That's something I always understood. Family first, nothing over or equal to them. Love my folks from the turf and my peoples from Brim. Industry-wise, the realest from the past to me. Actually, has to be Master P. Keep it a Google, only way I know how to do things. Tour with TD Boy before he had 2 chains. In Georgia with Jeezy in the CTE, or the son of Easy E in the CPT. Project passion on the mic like I'm giving a speech. Spent weeks on South Beach politicking with Meech. Used to think I was banging with a decent group, till they left the low hanging when I beef with Snoop. Never sneak this and just speaking the truth. When you shoot from the soul, it gets deep in the booth. I'm a legendary native like CJ Macc. Never left, but tell them haters that the keyway cack. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't never like me. That's something I never understood. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't nothing like me. That's something I always understood. Call me crazy, or maybe it's a baby thing. Baby Spider, baby Dre Line, baby Lane. New Orlando before Burris war with Glencoe. Fuck them slow bugs, but his name was Winslow. Shared a cell with Chris Lighty, got blunted with Fab. Now no one damn near had to run it with Zab. That nigga Puto couldn't do nothing but laugh. Like you a fool, sticking moves, stay up under the jab. Grab a bag of that gag for $1,200 a half. Fuck the world on my handicapped brother's behalf. Hit the road and wear it out for a month and a half. Counting cash, I don't care about nothing but math. Usually I'm all alone with a gun in the lab. Like you should leave me alone, I don't wanna collab. Number 1 in my class, I been good crip. Run long and not fast like in hood nip. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't never like me. That's something I never understood. All I ever did was keep it hood. All I ever did was keep it G. These niggas ain't nothing like me. That's something I always understood.
Always keep it hood. Nothing like me. I'm a G on Crip. I'm just like.
You have impacted them, only more so because you're not an actor playing a part.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm real life.
Actualize this shit.
Yeah.
You actualize, you made this shit reality.
Yeah.
They don't have the mental capacity to be able to process that type of shit, man.
Try to throw mud on my real name. Turn around and
Overlook
show
my
love.
competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie.
SPI
Can't
though.
get close to me.
Folks, at all costs though.
They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be. Yeah.
This time around, I ain't moving with a gang of homies. By my lonely, couple bad bitches hanging on me.
For sure, sharpshooters on deck though. Will I ever let my foot up off these bitch niggas' neck? No. Blue Bentley getting blunted. Wonder how it come to that. Can't let a rat do me like they done my nigga Thundercat. Baymax, place nothing above my paper. Couple slugs for the haters, but I love my neighbors. Point blank, do no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing him. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
On the east, the streets anticipate my new release. Legendary beast, peace to Lil Tootie Reese. 97,000 in a day's work. It hurt to read the paperwork, we from the same turf. Talking super turned up to make things worse. Passed out passes in the past, I take the blame first. Go hard when I'm cleaning up the backyard. Queerdos sound like a queen trying to act hard. I represent the truth, we don't play by the same rules. There is no competition cause I can't lose. Versus vicious, sell them like souvenirs. Blue diamonds in my ear, hella fly,
overlook
boom
my
again.
competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
Look here, the haters act like he don't know me. One man gang, I don't need no homie. On the 7 these days, they don't even see him seldom. Kind of money, who done touch more than me and Melvin? Anybody help him? Hell no, ho. Straight line dollars, they'll dog dough. SBI spot, can't never have it. East side legend like A7 Magic. Honcho hustle. Plus see the bomb in the booth, counting coins like Chucky from Swan. How the most easy with the ends gon' bow down. Ballin', clowning like Benzo.
I overlook my competition, never seeing him. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
Try to throw mud on my real name. Turn around and show love when the deal came. Make me wonder if they feel shame. I ain't tripping, I'ma kill game. Showed up to your show, it was so boring. Wasted time, nothing to show for it. Took my little bitch, we was both snoring. Probably had a better time going snowboard. Poor loser, always been a bad sport. Could have court and won't go if my bag's short. Fast forward, smash for it, don't ask for it. First class stamps on my passport. Tricky shit transpired on the transport. Get busy, keep that fire in the Jansport. Everything for sale, nothing is priceless. Aggressive, decisive, discussing the prices. This might be a war with us and the ISIS. Cause the hustlers fuck with the Pisces. 32 in the clip, 216s. Clear the scene, take tripping to true extremes.
They counted me out, they should have counted me in. Cause I'm counting these Benjamins. Take a loss, stay down, bounce back, I'ma be okay. Said I'm still making these money moves, I'm a fucking boss.
Making sure my name was mentioned at the end of the day was my main intentions. The po-pos promoted gang prevention. I was popping at the ops, not paying attention. A and SK, hanging extensions. Whipping them chickens, I stayed in the kitchen. Believe that crime pays in the pension. Been out the pictures since my days in detention. Making maneuvers through mazes and missions. Magical movements, amazing magicians. Mama used to say pray for wisdom. Shut up a couple prayers on my way to prison. Backyard boogies be banging functions. Hard to hang in the hood, we got a gang injunction. Straight from young niggas trying to trade me tooties. Had to told him that 40 my favorite 40.
They counted me out, they should have counted me in. Cause I'm counting these Benjamins. Take a loss, stay down, bounce back, I'ma be okay. Said I'm still making these money moves. I'm a fucking boss.
Point blank, do no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe, stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake Show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Me with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch!
My nigga Spotter Low.
Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low, that's my nigga.
Spider Low. Spider Low.
Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
You are now in the black box with the homie Spider Low, the most eastiest. Facts over feelings, keeping it a Google Plex. Feel my campaign.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
Google gang, straight legend. Google gang, SBI. Google gang in here. You better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. Press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google. Mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of search, press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google gang.
Bottom line, love life, show us a blessing. Pull up politic and blow us a session. Spot a local most easty. No mistake in the station. They making them statements. We waking and baking. Word of the day, EC on replay. The marijuana-thon with VJ Keyway, BS and BS. Killing on the track in the black box. We never put feelings over facts. Pay Machiavelli, run me the bread. I don't get mad, I get money instead. I be high, you can tell by a nigga eyes. But wise enough to enterprise, you dig a lies. Contemplating with the Google gang, conversating. Counting coins while these cowards in the comments hating. Only thing count, my count getting another comma. I'm a magnet to the money on my mother mama.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts, press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gonna be a lot of shirts, press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google. Google gang. You can't keep it a Google, then don't mention me. Run a check through the set, I bet them niggas mention me. Red Bull and Hennessy, I keep the same energy. No matter on a solo or a couple homies with me. Tell them come get me if they want confrontation. I keep a couple shooters with me. And we right here waiting on shit to pop off. Take a nigga top off, you tempt me. All that BS, you can miss me. Slide down Century, doing about 60 in the gutter lane. Faded off yak and drop the pistol, hopping out the rain. I won't change, keep it a Google, the only way. Mention me, I come out and play. That's on the gang. We are not the same, I ain't nothing like these rap niggas. Hanging with bangers, no bodyguards, we all strapped, nigga. All truth, no lies, facts over feelings. We ain't gon' start something we can't finish. Google gang.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gon' be a lot of shirts press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gon' be a lot of shirts press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google.
The Google, the only way. Mention me, I come out and play. That's on the gang. We are not the same. I ain't nothing like these rap niggas. Hanging with bangers, no bodyguards, we all strapped, nigga. All truth, no lies, facts over feelings. We ain't gon' start something we can't finish. Google gang.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me.
Gutter lane, faded off yak and drop the pistol, hopping out the rain. I won't change, keep it a Google, the only way. Mention me, I come out and play. That's on the gang. We are not the same. I ain't nothing like these rap niggas. Hanging with bangers, no bodyguards, we all strapped, nigga. All truth, no lies, facts over feelings. We ain't gon' start something we can't finish. Google gang.
Better keep that shit a Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gon' be a lot of shirts press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, better keep it a Google. Keep that shit Google when you mention me. First sign of disrespect, I'm turning Hercules. It's gon' be a lot of shirts press, rest in peace. Keep it a Google, you better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. You better keep it a Google. Better keep it a Google. Keep it a Google. Google gang.
Jeter, gratitude is the attitude. It show us a blessing to be right back here in the black box and blow us a session on my mama. Shout out to the Google gang. Oh, baba, do it like. Damn, when you be having a whole pack of woods you forgot about in your pocket, because I ran and got 3 packs of woods. Because I forgot. I thought I didn't have none. And then I ended up with 4. I guess that's just how it go. Because I'm a blow some more and some more of that dro. So let's get to the word of the day. Kind of hard for me to pronounce. I'm looking at the little way they got it set up, and it's abeyance. Abeyance means a state of temporary inactivity. The word itself is commonly preceded by the preposition in. So it's like being in a state of abeyance. The misdemeanor charges are in abeyance while the suspect is being prosecuted for the felony. Why they had to come with an old felonious ass? I never remember getting the definition that involved the word felony. Well, not the definition, but actually the definition. I guess they used it in a sentence, right? Oh, my mama, cuz it's crazy that No Jumper is starting to get active, cuz I wonder, I struggle with the whole concept of what's going on over there. I remember having an opportunity to go on No Jumper, right? Upon my request, to be honest, I had got at Adam, and he was immediately receptive. We set it up. I went through there. Didn't know much about him other than his platform was cracking, because I wasn't really tuned in general. To the point where I remember going to work shortly after doing No Jumper, like the day after it aired or something. And one of my white coworkers who knew me by nothing other than Curtis, that's the way I spoke to him. We talked, we chopped it up. That's all it was. I know I went back to work. He was like, No Jumper, eh? And that opened up a whole nother understanding between he and I. However, I remember people speaking and me noticing how it was common for hip-hop / street niggas, gang niggas, whatever,
to be invited on this platform one after another to disrespect one another and each other, and it seemed like it was like a little breeding ground for that type of little beef and bullshit, right? So I kind of noticed that, and the fact that the whole culture vulture concept was up in the air, the Vlad and all that. I was just trying to analyze the whole idea that's a platform that we just funneled through. We went through so much traffic, and then when the COVID hit, and that nigga was on there with AD, and he was going on this rant being very, very condescending, using the phrase "your people." And I don't know if the majority of you are familiar with the connotation of the phrase "you people" when it comes to America and people such as myself being addressed. The phrase "you people" has been deemed pretty offensive because of the context that it's been used in to address us publicly, and the things that were insinuated by "you people." People have lost their jobs, gotten into quite a bit of trouble for being white people in America, comfortable addressing us as "you people." And as he was talking to AD, he kept pressing him about, man, why don't you talk to your people like they're ignorant? He wasn't talking about ignorant in general, but he was speaking about ignorance in as it related to the issues of COVID, talking about our people was ignoring science, and science says this, science that. He was ignorant at the time, very unaware of the implications of vaccines in general way before COVID. Our people, the fact that they do affect DNA structure and things that we've been through, not only the Tuskegee experiment, but just America running experiments on its subjects unknowingly, all the way from the MK Ultra era, all type of things that were pertinent and relevant to consider before he just ran and got a jab. And I was quite taken back by his whole persona and approach to hollering at AD about "your people, man. Why don't your people go get..." I didn't like that, right? So then it took a time where Ho No Honey came on there and spoke my name and said some bullshit. I think it was Ho No Honey, right? So I get in cuz to him like, I need to get back up there, like, shortly thereafter. We corresponded, went back and forth. And then, he never really, I wasn't finna beg to go, but I made my interest clear. He told me it was cool, we could do it. Hit him a few times. And it turned into being a debate about Ho No Honey being a hoe or a real nigga, right? So I was like drawing my attention to Adam that, for a fact, I said, go look at your DM before you responded to me. Look, a year or so ago, I had been hit you. So just think of the concept. He telling the world I'm going crazy on him about being left on red. You know that. It's not my character. He didn't seemingly try to tend to correlate the two, right? So that was my last communication with him. But I noticed how, it'd be a lot of niggas on there with the bullshit. And then recently, AD had a little situation. Now, this jumped off. I was real, I liked to see cuz get his little, shine on in general. And when it comes to culture vulture, the concept, I believe the concept is like someone who is not of the culture, does not otherwise contribute to the culture other than to be involved and benefit. But I think on a barter system, on a trade-off, especially when he lets the reoccurring presence, I think that Adam does do a service to the up and coming. He's pretty equal opportunity, but I think it's the only place I know where a white man is the end all be all, say so, got the keys to the place, and niggas are facilitating beef with one another and gangbang shit is in jail. And we basically don't have no choice there, right? So I'm thinking, why is it cool for Cud to have this platform, and why is niggas up here politicking the way they is? Because what's taking place now is, y'all gonna have to fill me in. I don't know what Macc did to make Cuz from Hoova feel the way he feel. I think you pronounce his name T-Rell. It's T-R-E-L-L, right? So I'm gonna let y'all check out what he say now. Y'all know how burnt out Macc be with all the this and the extras, the tattoos and all that. However, apparently they had coexisted as host on this platform and just scheduling their presence without clashing. But it appears that C-Mac had done something to offend homie. And the way Cuz is talking, he talked from a very sound, intelligent perspective. So, C-Mac be dissing all the time, but I don't know what he did to make Cuz finally get to this point, but this the point Cuz at. And then I'm gonna say something else after we watch this.
I'm finna super politic, you know what I'm saying, right now. Cuz not welcome on this platform. Cuz not coming back to this motherfucker. We are not doing no interviews and we are not doing no vlogs. If I see Groove in this seat, you will not see me again. Up here on the set, on everything I love. You know what I'm saying? It was a level of disrespect where I felt like he sat in his seat, you know what I'm saying, and disrespected a host in front of hosts. You feel me? And they were super uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying, they didn't know what to say. I felt like everybody in the back probably was super uncomfortable, and it was just super crazy. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And I just felt like, everybody should be on the same page.
See, shout out to the homie neighborhood, to the neighborhood C-Mac, cuz, but this is the internet. This is public. This is live TV. Everybody watching. This is entertainment industry where people be involved from every corner and angle. I've been involved in this for some years, and it's a very fine, thin line to walk and still be official about your situation. I gotta respect the way homeboy chose, because you even see Ho No Hundred bite. He get caught up on Clubhouse, somebody make him mad, and this where you from, fuck all your homies. Do you know how irresponsible that is to be gang dissing on the internet? Because once you make it general, that implicates a lot of other people who not right there in these rooms. So I want to applaud Cuz from Hoova for not biting, and because that'll look real goofy for it to go all that far, and look where y'all are on Adam's platform. And it's the thing, cuz with the homie, when you going like this, you act like you cannot refer to Cuz unless you diss his hooks. I'm seeing what they say he said about the sexual. We know his random, his common word. If y'all go look at my interview I did with C-Mac, I asked him about, how far does he plan to be able to take that constant, because then he got the tattoo hit again, right? So this is my thing. In general, what he just did, it can't take place, because if you the one that had a home up here with Adam, we all see it, you was back and forth doing what you want up there, you chose to bring that dissing energy and all that negativity, knowing it was a cat from the opposite scenario flowing through there. Then you took it upon yourself to diss him on there, right? So the cat that initiated that cannot get ran off like that. So what I'm saying is, not saying that anything should happen, but C-Mac put himself in a, wait, that's crazy. Okay, it's reconnected. Hey, I don't know why it buffered like that. We on the internet, we on the Ethernet. We ain't even on no Wi-Fi. But the thing about it is this, cuz in the position that, yeah, you up here, this where I'm at, wow. Now, it seems as if he's going to be invited to not return. And from the perspective that it seemed like the nigga T-Rail coming from, cuz when he makes that request toward Adam, not on no bully shit, but just Adam should not have no choice but to oblige what he requested. So now what? You all this dissing, this, you can't know how to operate without being anti them. Now one of them done took your spot. I'm not suggesting that this should be or trying to motivate this, but it's either or. Either you, the nigga, is burnt out on that tip as you say you are, and now it ain't gonna be safe for Cuz from Hoova to be up there moving in and out, because that's how much you really own it. Or what you was projecting was comedy, goofy, just playing, and now you got played out of a major platform opportunity with the extras, and you didn't really mean it. It's really no in between. That's the way it go out here in La La Land, on my mama. And it seemed like you done made up your mind to stick to the script, and you're destined to do it, no doubt, to live and die in L.A.
spend it wisely. See, some supposed to wanna see me win, despise me before my eyes. In disguise, ain't got no friends. Mama been advised me, instead of building me up, they minimize me. In the end, all the energy just energized me. On top of the sin and that genocide me. Same time, no kind trying to genocide me. Set tripping days, finished finally. Been behind me, go on, run that business by me. I'm a businessman with a business mind, handling business with a big ass sig beside me. Y'all know me, no sleeping, no slipping. Still hit the streets one deep and go dipping. No retreating, no tripping. Think twice before creeping on crippin'. It's me.
Cause these streets ain't playing fair. You niggas want a problem, we can take it. To living down that life. Your own homies that'll take you out. I pray to God that I make it out. Down that life. Where niggas chucking up gang signs. Get it cracking in the summertime. To living down that life. Nigga, all that shit trick. Everywhere I go, I keep it with. To living down that life.
I handle business, keep my hand on the stizzle. By any means necessary, nigga, I'm a kizzle. The dog and the spider creeping back on the mission. So you bitch ass niggas see, don't act different. You know I'm with it cause I'm down for the cause. Fuck the police, I'm breaking the law. Big drink, big smoke, and some big guns. To let you know, motherfucker, that I ain't the one. And nigga, that but you can call me Dash Dilly, I'm the crib guy. Hard praise in the city, young crib. But see, you better not slip. You get faked down, laid down, all by the cliff. You know the locals is out, the dogs is out. You know them niggas that you let it hate with no doubt. You know it's DAT and the SPI. We represent West Coast to the day.
To living down the life. Cause these streets ain't playing fair. You niggas want a problem, we can take it. Living down the life. Your own homies that'll take you out. I pray to God that I make it out. Down the life. Where niggas chucking up gang signs. Get it cracking in the summertime. To living down the life. Nigga, all that shit trick. Everywhere I go, I keep it with. To living down that life.
Playboy bunnies. Tonight we're gonna have fun. Make sure you get your drinks. Make sure you do your little.
Did y'all hear it? Check her out. Check her out, y'all. We just having fun, but check your girl out. This who Joe Biden. When he was trying to convince us, cuz, just think about it. He wanted to convince us, the majority of us, our people across the whole United States. He wanted us to choose him. He not only did he choose to tell us that if you ain't black if you don't vote for me. Think about it. It's what Joe Biden told y'all, cuz. Since he told y'all that, with your black ass, what has he done for you? Think about it. Not only did he disrespect you like that, Miss WAP. WAP. The wannabe Damu. He put her up in front of our community and thought her character was going to be convincing for us to go in the ballot box and pick him. This is not only a female who, right alongside her husband, is comfortable to being on camera talking about how awesome and thorough her throat can thrash a penile part. She also, no shame, naming her baby Culture with a K. And she's supposed to be a Damu, right? She got her front of, but then on top of all that, look at it. This is the influence. The influence that they attempted to put over us. This is the influence that a large percentage of our community is under. Look what the influence she under, y'all. Look what's driving the energy. Tony Montana.
Playboy bunnies. Tonight we're gonna have fun. Make sure you get your drinks. Make sure you do your little.
Make sure y'all do y'all little. How many of y'all right now, keep it a Google, I want to see them hands, them emojis. How many of y'all right now is in the chat off that? I ain't gonna lie. I know for a fact I be the squarest nigga in the gang of rooms I be in. And that I started realizing that years ago, because I ain't gonna lie, with the EX pills, whatever you want to call them, EX, I used to pop them. Pop pills when it come to eat, smoke weed, and I drank liquor. So I thought I was top notch with the game. When I started realizing that it was people that wasn't dusty bums, dope fiend typically type, these was fly, popping ass niggas out here that was doing cocaine, I realized I'm more square than I thought, cuz I swear to God, I'm so square, cuz I remember one time we was at Death Row, at the Row. I didn't know Swoop G. I seen Reggie Wright. I seen Reggie Wright telling some stories about Swoop G and not only Swoop G but Superfly, and he doing documents. Reggie been through a lot, and right now he's going through a lot, health wise, and I just can imagine. It seems like he's attempting to document a lot of his experiences, just to make sure that he gets the opportunity to do so. But I remember one time, I don't know if Reggie was there or not, but we was at the office at the Row, and of course Swoop G was over there way before me. But by the time I had got there, he wasn't there. But one day he just happened to be there, right? So I remember I was upstairs in the office. I went to get a check, so I came downstairs finna leave leave the office to go to the check cashing place down the street and come right back. Cause I remember it was like check cashing place finna close. So when I leave, Swoop G don't even know me, cuz he got like a book and he like separating some powder on the book. And he like, what up? He trying to offer me some. That Tony, you want some of that Tony? You want some of that Tony? I'm like, hell no, nigga. You don't get down like that. Nigga, I'm extremely offended, cuz. So like, before I actually leave, cuz I remember like I'm like, cuz this nigga Swoop G just tried to offer me woo woo woo. I told him, man, we don't fuck with that shit. Woo wop 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 woo wop. So I end up leaving, going to cash my check, and I come back to the office. I remember by the time I came back to the office, I swear to God, that nigga Suge was walking up to me talking about, I just filed on Swoop. I just filed on Swoop. And like, it's a gang of niggas standing around. And then like the nigga Swoop G was still right there, cause he was like, oh my mama, just cause Suge took flight, I took flight. I wasn't even there when it happened. Suge say he bombed on him. And then when I got there, it was still like some commotion. He was over there woofing. I ran up, took off on Cud. Cud didn't do nothing. Ain't no, hate, disrespect. It's just what it was. I was pushing with Cuz, and like when I was around, if anything, that's before I got there. All my life, if I'm with some niggas and if it go down, I've never been around and not been involved. On my mama. So it's just the way it was. And then that's the idea, the concept I had of powder. And I start realizing on the east side in the streets, not only was niggas doing powder, they was doing G, they was doing, yeah, I'm a square cub, but like, it just blows my mind that at the top pinnacle of art influences, when it's time even for politicians to try to tap in and appeal to us, they have nothing better to offer than someone who is typically a reformed sex worker who's turned into a professional artist, yet and still has not denounced the spirit of sex work. The whole image that they lead with from this point forward is still of a sex worker. Find themselves, this is how much of a contradiction it is to your own character. You have a very young little baby girl. You are extremely successful. There is no reason for you to have to degrade the image of womanhood that you are attempting to show your daughter. With the way you want to raise a young lady, you have no excuse to go contrary to that, because you are no longer stuck in the strip club scamming, scheming. So now you at a level of success where you can raise your level of vibration, raise your level of standard. Also, you a mother, but you find yourself on live hollering WAP, singing the music, and when your baby come around the corner, you got to get all shamed and get the covering up. Then you on live with your husband talking about y'all promoting how bomb your throat is. Swear to God, me as who I am right now, I might be more mature to let the moment pass. But me being just a regular anybody, just a nigga, on the set if she with him or not, cuz on my mama. If I happen to be in the Beverly Center, the airport, on Rodeo, anywhere, in Miami, if I happen to cross their path, all I'ma wanna know is, damn, I can't help but say something about that wop in that throat, cause that's what y'all promoting. When y'all see me in public, you wanna say something to me to make me feel like y'all know where I'm coming from, all you gotta do is repeat something that you know me to promote. That's what I feel most flattered by when I bump into people in public and they recognize me and they want to show me love. They say shit like, "On my mama, Black Box, keep it a Google." They say shit like that, so I'm like, okay, he fuck with me. So for me to let them know I fuck with y'all, I know where y'all coming from, I'ma want to know what that head like. Is it really like she say, like y'all be promoting? How can you get offended by somebody asking you about something you promote on camera? But I say all that to say this. I just thought it was funny to see this girl. Oh, blah.
Playboy bunnies. Tonight we're gonna have fun. Make sure you get your drinks. Make sure you do your little.
When it's a room compiled of millionaires and people of that nature, and you the freak that everybody know you to be is Cardi B. We know you're a freak. And you're doing some type of hosting, or you got the opportunity to grab the mic and you invite everybody to drink, mentioning Playboy bunnies, do some yada. What do you think happens after the yada and the drink with the Playboy bunnies and that type of energy? You know them Hollywood parties you be hearing about? It might not be really going down right there, but the after party, that it might be the back rooms, all the mansions. That might be one of the mansions. Just think about it. Make sure you get your drink, you get your yada. You know there's plenty opiatos rolling around that thingery. Boy, they finna get knacking. You might not see it right on the surface, but if you really want to see what's going on, all you gotta do is read between the lines.
We read between the lines. We read between the lines. We read between
On the set, could've swore I had covered my base. Ended up in court, had to fight a couple of cases. Crackers don't care when you come in them places. It be written on their faces. Them motherfuckers is racist. Fuck trial, shit tricky, give me the deal. I ain't never seen a real killer beat a pill. Shooter got a brighter future if he got a date. Behind the gate, lot of politics to tolerate. Sitting in the car, finna split a cigar. To my niggas on the yard, send my biggest regards. You don't wanna run it back, we already ran it. You had the fat on his back, cause I'm heavy-handed. On the catch another fade, we can follow up. But I ain't waiting all day, niggas squabble up. Gang of anger, got it all bottled up. Gang bangers, whole world follow us. Evil signs you believe, can you see the sign? Tell me who gon' lead the blind, why they lead the blind? Am I wrong, cause I'm all about me and mine? Niggas better catch on, read between the lines. Evil signs you believe, can you see the sign? Tell me who gon' lead the blind, why they lead the blind? Am I wrong, cause I'm all about me and mine? Niggas better catch on, read between the lines. Niggas clowns need to be in the circus. Putting these buzzers on the turf, they defeating the purpose. The first to return when the enemy serves. Immediately on ease, these weenies be nerve dedicated to a section that didn't deserve us. It turned us into murderers and then the deserters. Number one lesson I learned in the pen: when you lose your respect, you can't earn it again. Smoke a lot, classified most faded. The local won't be satisfied till all his folks made it. This Cabbage Patch where he caught most of the damage at. Perhaps he know a magic plastic surgeon that can manage that. Ask me, I'm just a product of my habitat. Narcotic habits where they quick to let you have it at. Big homie talking about he need half that. I'm laughing at him as if my little bastard having that. Evil signs you believe, can you see the sign? Tell me who gon' lead the blind, why they lead the blind? Am I wrong, cause I'm all about me and mine? Niggas better catch on, read between the lines. Evil signs you believe, can you see the sign? Tell me who gon' lead the blind, why they lead the blind? Am I wrong, cause I'm all about me and mine? Niggas better catch on, read between the lines. damn, I don't know why that buffering going on. Cause is anybody out there technically inclined enough to give me any type of inclination as to why your shit will buffer even with the Ethernet? They say Cardi B on that Bobby Brown. Hey, you know what I seen recently? Cause I seen a video that it was explaining that Bobby Brown got a bad rap. Cause everybody say that they started showing how Bobby Brown used to be on the thing, and his G-Naw used to go reading on like woo wop 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 woo. And remember through the years, everybody said that was cocaine. Anytime you seen somebody with an active jaw, man, this shit buffering. Cause I don't know why it's doing that, but y'all think I should try to go Wi-Fi? Think that ain't gonna help, huh? I could try it, shit. Let's see. So
shit, might as well.
Might as well. So guess what? It's a new theory. It's a new theory permeating throughout society that Bobby Brown jaw wasn't that active. Is that like a health monitor machine or something in the background? That's something for your health? They say Bobby Brown had a stroke. They say that's what up, Mac? They say that's why. They say that's why Bobby Brown jaw was really independently not staying in position like we thought it should, and just because we knew he fucked with the cocaine, we blamed it on that. But they really came out and said cuz had a stroke, and I just went Wi-Fi and it solided it up, y'all. So we'll see how long that lasts. But it say his peoples came out and say cuz that's fucked up. That he got stuck with the bad rap with the Bobby Brown with the G-Naw because they were saying his jaw was like that because cuz had a stroke. And that make a little sense because when you got the type of health that's fucked up to the point where you have a stroke and you fucking with drugs like cocaine, it's all that works. My Uncle Junebug right now, my daddy brother, Floyd Roy, he suffered from a stroke and things of that nature. But throughout the years, cuz fucked with dope real heavy and it really got him like immobile right now. It's like the complications of hard drugs for years, and once you have a major health event like a stroke, the outcome could be terrible. What's up, Blue Jay?
Hey, what up, cuzzo?
Hey, why cuz say shout out Pipe?
What up with it, Lo?
Somebody just said shout out Pipe the Snipe. Is that random or did you see Pipe up in here? Either way, shout out Pipe the Snipe, D-Mac, and Scrap, and all the baby lokes, Puto, the rest, Combo, Lil One, Nutsack. I don't even know I don't even know why I started. D Coca, it don't matter. But hey, Blue Jay, what you know about the nigga from Hoova, T-Rail, on No Jumper? Did you see the video? You ain't seen what he said about C-Mac?
Yeah. No. I just heard what C-Mac said about him.
All right, I'm finna play his response to you, and I want to get your feedback on his response.
Okay.
All right.
I'm finna super politic, you know what I'm saying, right now. Cuz not welcome on this platform. Cuz not coming back to this motherfucker. We are not doing no interviews and we are not doing no vlogs. If I see Groove in this seat, you will not see me again up here on the set, on everything I love. You know what I'm saying? It was a level of disrespect where I felt like he sat in his seat, you know what I'm saying, and disrespected a host in front of hosts. You feel me? And they were super uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying, they didn't know what to say. I felt like everybody in the back probably was super uncomfortable, and it was just super crazy. You know what I'm saying? 100%. And I just felt like, everybody should be on the same page.
There you have it, Blue Jay. That's what he said. So you saw yourself already what the homie said. What you think? Like, I'm gonna let you know. Right. I'm gonna let you know what I said a little bit before you speak. What I said is, being the fact that this is shit that is all taking place on cameras, I respect the way T-Rail is approaching the situation from this point. The homie be with the extras, right? And right. I also said now that apparently T-Rail done politic that with the man that can make the call, Adam. And if T-Rail was comfortable going out on camera from that platform saying that, I imagine Adam has already agreed to that. Now, if that be the case,
right,
that puts C-Mac in an odd position to be so actively anti that particular group of ops, and now to be under the understanding that he's somewhere you were, now you can't be there. How can you just allow that to
right.
continue to go on without trying to pop up and have an issue? Like after you press so hard,
mediate.
Yeah, when I'm saying no, you didn't press so hard against that one type of energy, right? You so on them, you on them
Right.
hard, and now one of them just put a power play. You hear what Cud just say? I'm finna politic hard. I'm finna politic, and now now you can't come up here. So now, if that was your stumping grounds and that was your home, can you accept that, or are you gonna have to still? You digitalize? That's what I'm saying. Oh,
shit!
It's five.
Is it gonna be like one of the? Is he gonna?
It's
go
five,
ahead, go ahead, Spider.
It's 5-5 day. Them niggas going up somewhere right now.
5-5 Korea. What up, cuzzo?
Oh my mama.
But nah, Spider. I want to give a shout out to the Google gang first. Jita to everybody.
Jita, gratitude is the attitude. For those don't know what Jita is. Jita is an acronym for gratitude is the attitude, and that's what we push around here. Don't believe the hype. Y'all might see the bullshit titles and see the shit we be talking shit about and clowning on and think and hear what somebody else say about what's cracking over here. But over here we really celebrating life and factual actuals, truth, positivity, production, and our main motto is after don't get mad, get money. Beside be about your marathon at all costs. Beside keep it a Google is. Beside that is gratitude is the attitude. That's the main one. We start each and every session. We're reminding ourselves to be grateful. So when you hear the homie say Jita, that's just a little education for those that are not familiar with the term Jita. Go ahead.
I seen this coming because with the arm, he had said something about cuz coming up there disrespecting that little set. He had some homies from Hoover's up there, so they was giggling back and forth, politicking or whatever on there on camera. So shit, this was like a month ago, 2 months ago. So I kind of seen this coming, but what I think I just want to add about Crip Mac. I don't want Crip Mac to fuck his bag up, man. I don't want Crip Mac to fuck his bag up, man. He had something going. And I know how that shit go, bro. You gotta, while that shit hot, man, you gotta run that shit in. And sometimes you gotta put down those politics, man, and just handle your business. So this is just a learning experience because the dude with the arm on there, real, he had said something about 5-5 like a couple months ago, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know the exact date, but it wasn't. You
keep saying
it wasn't in current favor.
You say dude with an arm. Like, what you mean with an arm?
Real? Is his name Real?
Yeah,
it's like his arm messed up.
Oh, his arm messed up.
The dude is just talking on there.
I didn't know his arm was messed up, but I understand and agree with you.
I think he can't move his right arm.
Oh, so see, look, them the type of niggas, cuz, you don't play with, bro. You don't play with, bro. If cuz from Hoover and you done stepped into the industry, C-Mac, and y'all both are being on y'all professional shit, you can't be at the platform dissing cuz when he ain't around. And now when cuz pull a power play and you can't come around, you can't just tuck your tail and accept that. And now you dealing with a nigga that ain't doing no squabbling. So you setting yourself up for a trick back. Anyway, you finna take an L. Either you gotta walk away and take an L, or you gotta come up there and deal with some shit that is extra'd out and take an L. Either or. I don't care if you from the 504.
Yeah.
It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it, bro. If you go look at my interview with C-Mac, it's on this interview. It's on this channel. I spoke about growth. I asked him about the tattoo. Off camera, I've had multiple conversations with him. And I try to I don't give much advice, cuz I pick a motherfucking brain and I ask questions to make certain things obvious to yourself. So I put on his brain that it might not be conducive to success to continuously push that line. But look, this is what you will realize. When somebody is in a part of their gangbang journey where they haven't actually established themselves as someone who been doing this, and then they get thrown into the spotlight.
Right.
You get to see
Yeah.
a motherfucker caught up and still trying
Yeah.
to. He's not an OG. Used to be, used to bang. Just he's not that. He's a.
Hey, Spider, can you hear me, bro?
In the
I don't know because it connected me.
No, I can hear. I can hear you.
What's going on, baby?
No,
I've been a long follower.
hold on, bro. I just answered. Only reason I answered for you is so you won't have to keep listening to that whole music, but I'm still speaking. Please.
All right. Yeah.
So, well, I don't think Cuz really, usually if you look at the industry, bro, you see a lot of people from everywhere that coexist in the industry without letting it fall to that simple, ignorant gangbang dissing. I've been involved with actual rap battles that people call beefs with people that were from locally around here, like Doja, aka the rapper of the game, Jason Taylor. And I was extremely disrespectful to him, his rap clique, his mother, everything he stood for. But I knew to be wise enough, I've never disrespected Red Rag or Pyrules or Cedar Block. I've had mixtapes where it's niggas from Denver Lane, niggas from Westside Pyru, niggas from Avalon. And when you think about gang politics, them is enemies. Go listen to my old music. When I'm making music and I'm talking about LA in general and I'm being lyrical, I've shouted out the groove. I got, like, in my life, older men, G homies, that's like uncles in my life, that's from Hoova, on my mama. And so, like, a nigga has to realize when it comes to being mainstream with this entertainment shit, bro, I don't give a fuck where you from. You got to learn to leave that outside of work, bro. You can't take gangbanging to work, period. Even at my job right now, I work in an environment, in a corporate that is, everybody there is basically a Southern California native. A lot of people have backgrounds with this street shit. So there is a melting pot of everything. Even the Serenos and the black politic. I don't care what nobody does when they leave work. Once we in that parameter of work, everybody, without being reminded, nobody got to tell you, they leave that shit alone. And I'm going to tell you how real it is. You might go in the toilet to take a shit, though. You might go in the toilet and take a shit. You might. What I have done, though, when I go in the public bathroom, what I have seen, I sit on the toilet and I see a big ass CK on the toilet thing. But I've moved around this motherfucker a million times, and I ain't never seen nobody push that energy. So it's certain homies that work at my job too. So I'll be on the toilet taking a shit. I see the CK. I take a picture of it. When I get off the toilet, I send it to a homie, and we just laugh at that shit. Cause like the few damus we do know on the job, they not pushing that kind of line. But what type of weenie ass nigga get in a bathroom stall by himself and want to diss? But I appreciate you for regulating, Blue Jay, but 401 area code, you first, then it's you, 626. Appreciate your patience, 401. What's on your mind, man?
Yeah, man. Sorry about that, bro.
It's all
love.
love.
I want to throw that out there. Because I see a lot of this stuff with the Hoover and stuff. I grew up in Cali as well. I'm just not in the same state no more. I just wanted to ask you, because a lot of dudes be trying to downplay the performance thing. And I know the Whack 100 dude, he making a bad name for it, but when I go to LA, a lot of dudes don't really have a lot of bad things to say about that side of the spectrum.
I have nothing. Like I have nothing to say bad about. I have nothing to say bad about Pacoima. I have nothing.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Because they make it seem like it's a bad thing. I just didn't know if like the Valley just a whole. Just like a whole bunch of
let me try to explain this as best as I can. I ain't got nothing to say bad about Pacoima or the Pacoima Pyrules in general, or the Wilson Abs, or anybody else that was raised in the 818 in general. All right, so just know this. This is all I'm trying to get you to understand. That might be the same truth with Chirac, right? Chirac is not lost. Yeah. Chirac is not L.A., Compton, Watts. Where that's at. It's very far away. Now, the fact that Pacoima is in the county of Los Angeles, apparently, the majority of Compton, South Central, and Watts natives born and raised are not aware where the fuck Pacoima is. It's the on the best day, it's 45 minutes away from where we at. So, guess what? San Diego is 2 hours away from where we at. They got a whole fucking active gang scene, Bloods and Crips. That is what they do. That ain't got shit to do with what we do. And that's the story with Pacoima, bro. And then in the general, and then on top of that, this is not me painting no picture.
Because as I grew up, they used to try to intertwine this fight. That's why they
you can't listen to me. Listen to me. When you talk about the Valerie, look. This is what if you go right now and Google the term Valley Girl and click on video, what you will find is a compilation of videos of the white girls talking like, "Oh my goodness, come here, come where I'm at. Oh my God." That is the fucking general perception of the Valley. That's not my perception. That's everybody's perception of the Valley. So although you have your pockets,
I moved out of there, FBI, so I can only listen to you, bro. I know you know.
I'm gonna give you the facts. I'm gonna give you the facts over my feelings, and I'm gonna give you the facts over my feelings. And I have feelings of fondness and friends and family from the Valley, and I'm gonna still stick to the facts. So there are pockets in the Valley where it's dusty and it pops. They are very small pockets compared to the totality of what the Valley is. The Valley in by reputation is the place where when you from Compton, South Central, Watts, and all that, making it to the Valley is success. You've made progress. You've elevated. That's what the Valley is. The Valley.
You're doing good for yourself.
Yeah.
That's equivalent. If you moved out of LA and you end up over there, it's equivalent to you doing good for yourself. That's what you're saying. All right.
When you got a bag, when you from LA,
I was too young to understand it.
When you come up in the struggle, when you come up in the struggle,
damn, this shit like the hood, but it really wasn't.
When you come up in the struggle, of LA in the ghetto, and you get a bag, if you move from LA north, you go to the Valley. If you go to the east, you go to like Malibu or the Marina. If you go to the west, you go out to the fucking Yerba Linda or something of that nature. If you go south, you go to Palos Verdes. So the Valley, you might go to Cerritos. They got different little pockets of success that are not right here. And Pacoima, it just happens to be in the Valley. Oh, my mama. You digitalize?
Okay.
I'm going to let 626 speak his mind. I appreciate you calling in, loved one.
Thank you, FBI.
Yep, 725-619. I see y'all. But I don't want to get the line cluttered up because you see that niggas get to talking over each other. So I'm going to let the...
I'm going to chime in again. I've been following for a minute. I'm going to chime in again, FBI. Thank you, bro.
Yep, much love. 626, what's happening, fam?
Yep.
What's on
What's up, bro?
What's on your memory box?
I'm sorry?
I say, what's on your memory box? I just be playing with words. I never said that before in my life.
Oh, man,
I was just trying to say what's on your mind.
Check this out, brother. Hey, man, I'm a first-time caller, long-time listener. You know what I mean? Like, I fuck with you guys, man. Hey, I know you, man. Hey, I had homies that were busted in LA County jail when you was putting in your work. You know what I mean? You did your thing, man, so I got respect for you. You know what I mean? To let it be known, man, amongst all the listeners, man, I'm Sureño. Mexican, bro. You know what I mean? But when it comes to the Valley side, you know, because he's speaking about the San Fernando Valley, I come from the San Gabriel Valley, bro. More like between El Monte and Pomona, more or less. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So there's no really blood or Crip gangs established right there. And one thing that I always wanted to push, homie, is that it's some bullshit. Like motherfuckers try to say, like, oh, LA is racial, this and that. Tell me why all of my homies killed were by other Mexican hoods that were close by us. Bro, you feel me?
Bro.
At the same time, in my hood, you know, I got everybody establishing, homie. You know, I want to bridge your gap, homie. I love y'all. You know
I'm with that, and I love y'all too. And I want to say this. I want to say this to the listeners. There's a when you leave LA and you start thinking about the black gangs, like when you go to the Valley and all that, versus the Sureños.
Yeah.
The quality of what we would consider the same shit that come from LA, it stays that when you go through the Sureños, they gangs in the valleys and shit be just like the gangs in LA because they have a connection and an overall movement that keeps that shit cohesive. I don't want to give up too much game, but from the Valley to LA, everybody tap into a certain top, and that's common knowledge. I ain't gonna put too much on it, but it's a certain top that no matter what part of Southern California you from, if you're a Sureño, you tapped into a certain top. We don't got that, so therefore, if you from Oxnard or you from out here in Palm Springs, you could be really grew up.
I get it.
You could grow up in poverty. You could grow up in poverty. You could really.
I follow you guys' culture. Hey man, like I'm saying, bro. I follow my black culture, bro. I'm African too, man. I did my fucking genetics, homie. I'm fucking 10% African, bro. So I'm trying to follow my culture. You feel me? Like the way it goes, you know, certain fucking California politics or whatnot. But let me tell you one thing, bros, is that my family didn't come from Mexico, bros. We were been here in California. I got 4 generations that were from here in Arizona, California. One thing my grandma always told me is that, hey, we ate in the back. We had to go to the back to eat too. You feel me?
Right.
Hey, we're one.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what? When all that George Floyd shit hit, when the George Floyd shit hit, for the first time in my life, I saw old signs floating around on the internet where the picture said, "No Mexicans or niggers" on the same sign. I never knew
Straight
that.
up.
Yeah, I seen it. It was
Straight up, bro.
yeah. And you know what? I think it's very ineffective for us to have been on the bottom together and not be one. You know, I think unity is far more powerful for the black and brown.
Man, straight up, bro.
On my
Straight
mama,
up,
mama.
man. I know fucking OGs. I know OGs from Watts, from Great, and they was Watts Audio Great Crit.
No, Grape Street's great. Yeah, and Watts with the great.
Okay,
yeah.
I'm not trying to speak on that because, like I say, I'm from the Valley or whatnot, but it's just the connection, bros. You know what I mean? We both on the back burners, you know, like.
Yeah. I appreciate everything you saying. I know where you coming from. I got a lot of callers. Just to let y'all know, I see you, 725.
No.
Hold on.
I appreciate you taking my calls, bro.
Yep.
I appreciate
you. Hey, anytime you see that number up.
Man. Much love, bro.
Much love. All right.
All right, bro.
725. You're going to be next. Then it's going to be the 619. Then it's 919. Then 661 and 702. Please be patient. Oh, my mama. Blue Jay, I'll turn you back on, but no, I hit the 725. What's happening?
What's up? What's happening, big brother? Hey, man, I was born in the South, but I was raised out in Las Vegas, and I lived in Cali for a little bit. I'm Cuban, bro, so I'm kind of trapped in both worlds. You feel me? We have black, we say nigga and shit, you know. We big and whatnot, but I used to run with the essays back in the day. And then we created our own thing in Nevada, this Nevada thing, and, you know, we broke off. But I remember back in the day, man, when we were struggling, and it was just like 400 of us, you know, repping this Vegas thing, this Nevada thing. It was the Cali Crips, the East Coast Crips, and the Rolling 60s, and all those brothers that was like, fuck that. You know, we're going to back you guys up because you guys are a mix. Because, see, the thing about Vegas is we a mixed gang thing. You could be black, you could be white. We don't really give a fuck, you know, and we lined up that way. But I remember growing up, and what I wanted to really speak on was this bitch dude, Whack 100, and the homie C-Mac, because that neighborhood Crip, Hoover Crip thing, that shit precedes us. And I remember even in Vegas, they used to kill each other. They used to come, meet up on the strip, and smoke each other. So the thing that I don't like about that dude kicking the homie up off No Jumper is that those are street politics. And I understand that the homie C-Mac is a savage. We all have a savage homie up under our pocket. But the fact that he used his little muscle and his little leverage to take a real man like that off of his come up, he a hoe. No, and that dude, I went to the penitentiary.
Go ahead. Speak on Ho No Honey. Let me hear that. Yeah. Go ahead.
But let me tell you this. I had a homie from PDL, and we went to the penitentiary together. His name was Chief Peasy, and that fool wasn't no snitch. I could call him right now. I could go over there to the Southside villages too, and I ain't even from California, man, but I got people out there. And I'm gonna tell you, when I call there, I'm 40, homie. I'm 40. I survived them wars too, dog. I got them bullet holes, and I got them scars on me in 8.5 years in the penitentiary. That nigga is a police. And on my mama, dog, even my homies in Vegas who are still in the life, they got a green light on that dude. Everybody's out to get that dude. That dude don't know how much his life is in danger.
He know.
He's a snitch.
He know.
And
he know.
Us old men know.
He
I'm
know.
an old man. I be talking to these young guns, and I be like, y'all fucking around with the snitching. Y'all be on the internet showing your guns. You be on the internet supporting hoes like Whack 100. Those are the police. And I don't got nothing against the police as long as they're not corrupt, because at the end of the day, we all want our children safe and our women safe when we go to work.
Right.
You know, and I don't do drugs no more, and I don't push no violence, and I'm a man of God. I gangbang for Jesus Christ. But I be telling people like this, you know, when it comes to this street politics, it's either you in or you out. It's either you a man or you a bitch. And I tell you what, bro, there's a lot of bitches out there trying to tell our young men, our young Hispanic and our young black men, what it is to be a man, and they lying to us. They lying to us, and they work for Satan, and we know they work for the devil. And that's all. I ain't gonna go too hard on you, Sparker. Look, I just want to say I've been listening to you since I was a little boy, and I love you. And God bless your family, and may they be a hedge of protection around your children and your ancestry. In Jesus' name.
Hey.
All right, man. I'm gonna jump off.
Hey, I love you and all your energy too, homie. Appreciate you.
All right. God bless your soul, man.
Likewise.
All right, man. I'm out.
All right. That's that real talk, man. Amen. Hallelujah. 619 area code. You only about 2 hours away from me. That's about what? 3-4 blunts if we just take it easy. What's happening, loved one?
Hey, what's happening, homie? You know what I'm saying? Much love. What's running through your electrons?
Oh, man, nothing but positivities, man. You got it, man. Nothing but that good OG greenery. You dig a lot?
Yeah, talking about
I just wish the homie.
In, man, a while ago with you, man. You know what I'm saying? This big Salo homie from West Side Hoova. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, what it do, bro? What it do, bro? This what I just wish the homie would have kept it more professional, my nigga. Cause like this the thing, when you that much on that, these cameras and all that ain't really the place. It ain't the place for you. Once you choose these cameras,
I swear,
and the public, you already decide I'm laying this to the side. It's way. I don't get it. I know cuz like on the 5150 JCat side, and I'm not sure. It seems like he has separated himself from the management that was affiliated with his gangbanging. It seems. I'm not sure, but I just think cuz is being misguided, and he's guiding himself, and that's probably why he is misguided. But do you know your little homie that was on there with him? Do you know, cuz?
Which one? You talking about the trail situation?
Yeah. What's your? Give me your. I love to get your perspective on it.
Well, see, the homie just trying to keep the peace. Cause I remember Kiko one time told me from East Coast, right? The homie, right?
Shout out to homie Kiko.
You know, he had homies in there with
he
stuff.
just had surgery, cuz, and it came out well.
Oh,
Shout out K-Head, cuz they just locked K-Head back up, cuz.
Man.
K-Head back in jail. After that stretch, he got out, he's back in jail. Yeah, free the homie K-Head. But go ahead, I'm listening.
Nigga, see them my G's, homie. Them they raised me when I first came through the door when we had the riots with the DCs, and you know what I'm saying. So anyway, the long story short, right? So the homie should tell me, he said, homie, you know nobody bigger than the program, however, but if you got disrespect on it, homie, ain't saying cover up your tattoos, right? But just cover up the disrespect. 'Cause we got everybody out here. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, just cover up your disrespect. Don't nobody want to
when you go on camera,
everybody know where you from.
All you gotta do is tie a blue rag around your forehead when you hit the camera.
That's
out here in these streets.
What I'm trying to tell you.
Out here in these
the homie
streets.
ain't telling him he can't come up there.
Exactly.
The homie ain't saying you can't come up there. What he said was, he told me, say, listen, homie, it's not that he can't come up here. We have homies up here from everywhere. And they don't nobody be tripping. I just brought J-Stone on here. I brought Big U on here. And they had niggas with him. Wasn't nobody tripping.
Right.
This is the neutral zone
but
right
you know,
here, homie.
this shit. But you know what? But the shit is the thing about it is it's in the wrong person's hands because this shit way over Adam's head for this to be his house. So now, you feel me? Like his, you know, shout out to Cuz, but for this to be his house, he has to let somebody tell him what to do. He don't even know how to handle this. He don't know. He can't make this call.
Not at all.
He can't make this call. And you know who it seemed like he really leaned on for his perspective, or who leaning on him. It came real apparent in the last few weeks with all these leaked tapes. You feel me? So that's who he relying on to be able to help him navigate through these type of scenarios.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know, but like I said, homie, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody really tripping, because, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, homie. The set don't even take C-Mac like niggas could have been, you know what I'm saying, got on his head like a sew-in, like, you know what I'm saying? But motherfuckers, like, he doing his thing. Niggas ain't really tripping on. Everybody think that we tripping because he got the disrespect and he's.
They don't know, but they don't know. They don't know that. They don't know how. They don't know how many showers a nigga done had to take and see that type of shit and walking through lines. That ain't the biggest shock. Like, that's a shock on the internet. That's a shock on the internet, but that ain't the biggest shock to our culture. I know how it go. Right. But to keep highlighting it, I know that to keep highlighting that part of your persona can be an irritant. And I just know professionally, and then especially on the level you are, where you ain't kaboom out of here, you still right here, and it's just not the best thing, bro. I realized long time ago, you know how good I felt, cuz, that by the time I was at the row, politicking with Suge, and he finally invited he started politicking with Del Dog. And I remember being at the row knowing Del Dog and the Main Streets was on their way. Now, I know the politic, and at that time, I had barely knew Del Dog, only met him a couple times. But you know how good it felt when they came up there so crippin', but they had like suits on and shit. Del Dog, he had Herb with him, a couple more of his homies. But when he mobbed through there, it was like on a Suge level in the row, I was like a little homie, just an artist, barely I'm just there. And then I'm thinking that, damn, this nigga Del Dog finna have a meeting with Suge. I didn't have nothing to do with hooking up the meeting. This nigga Del Dog and then finna come up here and try to like make it seem like I ain't nobody. But however, he did the exact opposite, cuz on Crip, I love the way he just bossed me up in front of Suge and included me. And then, you know, Del Dog stand short, like about 5'7" or something. You know, Simon, big as fuck. And Suge, everybody in that building called Suge or Simon. And it's absolutely zero smoking. Unless you Buntry and you in one of them way little offices smoking, that's the only nigga had enough courage to smoke in that office. That nigga Del Dog mobbed through the office, blowing mafia blunts all the way up the elevator, all through the open area. And every time he addressed Suge, he called him Marion on Crip, cuz. On Crip, I was like, cuz, hey, cuz did that. That shit was so hard. But that's how I look at, once we step industry, swear to God, and I learned it young, county jail, because it was on with the Mexicans so hard. This is where I got my first introduction to that, seeing a nigga with a CK tattoo, but this is my dog in this motherfucker, and I see this tattoo every day, and I done got used to seeing it because he the only nigga in here I really know gonna move. When I got in here the third day, he the one walked up to me and showed me we got the knives, we be taking turns sleeping with him. Why it was a die move, even though he had it on. But this is my nigga now, so this is where I learned it from. It was easy to exercise that in the industry. On my mama, shout out my nigga Young Hootie, shout out Fast Lane Fig, shout out Mac 10, shout out Papa motherfucking Smurf. I've been doing this with my dog. Shout out Big Y.
Yeah, shout out Papa Smurf on the head.
On God. On God. You know Big Loud. You know Big Loud is like my uncle, cuz. And I got, I swear to God, and Lynn Val. Belizean ass Lynn Val. I got a couple uncles from over there in your section.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying, that's why I wanted to tap in with you, homie, because I respect your brand, I respect your electros, homie, my mama, you see what I'm saying, and you know, all your homies, I ain't gonna lie, homie, your homies, motherfuckers speak, you got your busters that speak down on you, but they won't say it in your face, you know what I'm saying, but then, I respect your grind, homie, and I love you, you know what I'm saying, as a brother, man, pushing a different line, you know what I'm saying, and where you at, from where you came from to where you at now, you know, the real G's know when they know. You get what I'm saying?
Man, hey.
Whether you done sat around real homies that told your story,
I just trust.
I've sat around some real G's.
Cause
I trust. Told your story,
Cause I
trust.
I
respect it, homie.
I just trust that that's happening because I know how this go for everybody else who ain't me. So I know the niggas that I know that I never met. The niggas that I never met, I know the ones that I know. Certain niggas I know them, and I never met them. So I know what my real experience been through out here. I know that's impossible to take from a nigga without actually taking it. You can say what you want. You can try to trick the internet, say who you want. I ain't never tried to trick nobody to think I'm doing nothing right now, nigga. I ain't doing nothing but loving on my babies and they babies. That's it. And I'm doing everything that I used to do only to protect that. Other than that, leave me alone. I ain't got no problem with nobody. It's a certain nigga, you know what an honorable discharge is. It's like, you know how this shit go. But when you got jealousy involved, you'll have a nigga try to throw something against the wall, make it stick. But I appreciate somebody like you not telling me. It means to me, but I kind of know. But for the world and those that might not know, a G nigga from Hoova saying to the world that when I ain't around, his ear to the streets, the real story is being told in the back. That's all I can ask for, because guess what? I ain't the only one. It's a gang of us. I know what brand I since a kid, juvenile hall, I put out there. Wasn't no rap involved. Niggas know who Baby SPI is. Ain't even no such thing as Spider Loke, huh? Spider Loke is a name after the bullshit. I'm Baby Spider, huh? So Baby Spider ain't got nothing to do with it.
I be trying to tell these niggas that, bro. Like I be trying to tell the young homies, cause they be like, why you tap into him? Ain't he from woo woo? And I be like, yeah, but the homie a G, homie. You know what I'm saying? They been through it, homie. The trenches. When you niggas was a spot in your mama belly, homie was going through the trenches. You get what I'm saying?
And to the young homies from Groove, to the young homies from Groove with that perspective, I understand where it come from. I love to hear y'all getting at y'all G homie like that. But just know this, the county jail like the streets, but when you get to the pen, bro, you gonna have partners from everywhere you think you hate, my nigga. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So you could go, you could figure it out the long way.
I done ran fades. You know, when you get off the bus, you know, the homies line you up first, you know what I'm saying? And then you run fades, but the next niggas you run fades with be the same niggas that you walk the yard with, that they had your back to give you this real G shit. You know what I'm saying? Older homies, younger homies, man.
That's what they don't get.
It's a beautiful thing after you go through it.
The county jail is one thing, cuz you really typically don't know what your outcome gonna be. So your mind frame is just, you mad you in jail and you still mad. Once you get to prison, almost 99.9% of every prisoner got the same mind frame coming home. So once you get to that, it's different. And it's a I'm telling y'all, if y'all think that in prison, niggas is seeing activity every day, every week, every month, you are fucking kidding yourself. It's not cracking like that. You coming out, you speaking.
Spider, let me say something real quick.
And I got a gang of callers.
I just had my first.
I love chopping up. I'm gonna let you wind it up with this though. Go ahead.
Okay, let me. You know what I'm saying. So all y'all listening, you know what I'm saying. You know, I got an honorable discharge. You know what I'm saying. It's a discharge because my bigger homies didn't want me to do nothing else. So I just had my first baby. Bought a big dumbass 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath crib. I started off with 1 truck. Now I got 4 trucks. I got a box truck division, and I'm hiring all homies to get their CDLs. You know what I'm saying? So I'm doing it out here, man. And for the, you know what I'm saying, if it wasn't for the homies from all over to give me in my brain, I wouldn't have came home. Been home 4 years. That's my 4th year that I've been home. You feel me? So y'all niggas can do that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Gun down, brains up. Hey, that's what I'm preaching.
I'm texting you right now. That's your number. That's 619 number, right?
Yeah.
I'm texting you right now, loved one. That's me right there. That's me right there. Just text you. I appreciate you. Likewise, I want to build with you on what you were just talking about.
All right, bet for sure.
All right, bet. 919. You next. 661. Then it's you. 702-229-219. 619-401-805. I see y'all. I appreciate your patience. 919. It's on you.
Hey, Spider, what's cracking, man?
Yeah, you tell me, loved one.
Man, this your boy Hoover, the Don, man, from West Side was Hoover, man. You know, out of Memphis, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to pull up to the function, man. Stop real quick. And I'm going to step back and let you speak on it.
Okay, do your shit.
You know, I just get out the fed too. Okay, hey, for sure. I got to fit in shit like the other homies with Taylor or whatever. I was on the yard with, your homie from 11A, Kiko. We was in Pennsylvania, or whatever. But yeah, man, I was in there with one, the homie Baby Gangster from Santana Block 2, good record homie. But from a nigga getting out of the feds, pushing how we pushing, come home, see this goofy shit on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Now, you from East Coast. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Hoova. You know how this shit go. We ain't gonna speak on the internet. But, us as grown, I'm 33. Us as older homies and shit, we gonna get active. We gonna get active in each other's face. Right. Motherfucker get out and see all this dissing and shit. What you say, homie?
No, I said right. No, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Okay. So a motherfucker get out of jail, see motherfuckers dissing on the internet, saying shit that's gonna get them incriminated. Saying niggas see all the corny shit going on, but this is what's law no more. Niggas got no big homies. The big homies really outlaws. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? These bullies is really weird out here. Like 24/7. But these niggas ain't got no cars or nothing.
It's the thing though.
Right.
It's the thing. It's a difference with the just the recklessness versus being a personality in the industry. Because niggas from Hoova got no room to speak on the recklessness of the actual activities, because they took it to a level that ain't nobody took it to way before. It was BKCK, and it didn't matter. They was the most reckless. So just the recklessness of the activities, no matter what tone is on in general as far as in the streets, is one thing. These niggas on the internet, that's just the young goofy niggas doing. The Hoovers is participating too, just like everybody else with that shit, posting their location, calling niggas out. This my thing. When you an entertainer, that's when it's a whole nother set of rules involved. And that's what I don't get with the homie, why nobody is caring enough to make sure he carrying himself different, because he triggering shit in an industry that don't even exist. Like you say, in prison, grown men, it don't exist. It popped with the young active niggas, no doubt. But in most cases, when I encounter a nigga from Hoova, it's never been a problem outside of youngness and all that. You know how life go. Like how we speaking with respect. That's how it goes outside of being somewhere where that's what's going on. But it definitely doesn't exist. I've coexisted with Denver Lanes, fucking Pie Rules, Main Streets, niggas from Hoova. Every op when it comes to entertainment is just how it go. And I know cuz what people not really tapping into, he's spoken on it. He has mental health issues. And if it's not obvious to the average person looking at him, he's not only admitted it and spoke on it, so I'm not putting him on blast. It's obvious to niggas like me and niggas from our area. Cuz it's a gang of niggas like him out here, cuz, on that level mentally. It's not because he that hard, he hate Hoovers that much, because he that tough. It's because there's not the exact same thing going on up here as it is with the average motherfucker. And once that type of mind frame fall into gang banging, sometimes it ain't no saving it mentally. Because just think about it. He done went so hard that way.
Yeah.
He done went so hard. He done went so hard that way. It's almost like suicide to reverse it now. You feel me?
Right.
He can't like now. You done went. Go ahead.
I ain't even speaking on T-Mac though.
Oh well,
I'm speaking on it.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
The nigga I don't. We ain't gonna even say his name. But
you talking about that nigga? Oh, you talking about that nigga? The nigga that want the world to think that he single-handedly is more representative of everything out here than anybody, and he ain't even really from out here. He from out there, out here. Like, but he mean more to this shit, all that matter than anybody. He weird as fuck.
Oh yeah. I'm not gonna justify the records, because if it ain't scandalous, it ain't Hoova. So I've really been pushing all my life. I'm 33 years old, and I've been doing this shit since I was 20 years old. So I mean, you can kind of get the idea. But you know what I'm saying? I'm just speaking on the aspect. I even feel it's hard to stay away from the shit, because sometimes you'll get sucked in and have to check yourself and be like, you know what, damn, my nigga, you know, I just did some fucking shit. Let me step back. You know, I even had motherfucking words with on the live stream with motherfucking Nina boy. He had to straight up bust shit, you know what I'm saying? Engage because he said some shit I ain't like or whatever. But I had to check my motherfucking self. You know
Shout out to homie Neighborhood Nina. Y'all know the squabble. Y'all know the squabble going down tomorrow. Shout out Neighborhood Nina boy. He finna get down with Bosco with the little boxing match tomorrow. You just made me remind me of that. But I'm listening to you. And think about winding it up. We got a lot of callers.
All right, say no more. Hey, but look, Vince, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna hop about this motherfucker. Hey, look, just speak on how do you think niggas like myself or even just regular civilians, you know what I'm saying? You know, how the fuck a motherfucker stay away from not even indulge or get sucked in and even let the temptation food and engage with motherfuckers on this internet shit.
Well, look,
or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
step out. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna step out. Much love. I appreciate what you're doing, my nigga. You winning. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep supporting you, and Nina boy, and all the rest of the homeboys doing their thing.
I appreciate you. Much love. You got to remind yourself this: if you want to find the power and the motivation and the discipline to ignore what the internet is talking about, bro, you got to remind yourself right now, when you looking at that screen and you reading or you listening, you got to realize, especially if you're just reading, you don't know if the motherfucker typing that comment, they could be talking about cuz motherfucker, but they could be sitting in their room with a pink G-string on and some pumps with baby oil and candles with a nigga bigger than them, and that's what could be going on. So think about that as a possibility, and every other possibility, as weird as that, weirder could be going on. And then judge what you know to be reality, and then that give you the power to say fuck what they talking about in the comments. I appreciate your patience. 661. What's on your mind? Can you hear me, homie?
Hello?
Yeah, what's on your mind, loved one?
Yeah, homie, this is Shadow Love, man. I'm calling from West St. Paul, Minnesota, homie.
Oh, Murder Soda, what's happening? Shout out to my nigga Mayhem.
Man, cuz it's so, man, just good to, see you, brother, doing your thing, homie. And I just want to just send a shout out to all the homies in LA. I ain't been home in like 29 years.
You from Gardena?
But I've been checking you out for the past 2 years, and I like the positive messages, homie, that you be giving, especially between the Hoovers and the East Coast, because I got homies from 11'8", 6'9", 6 dudes. And this war that's been going on between the homies, cuz, is a very, very stupid, because I'm going to tell you, I grew up with, like I say, a lot of homies, cuz, and we all got along. 79 to like 84, that's when the shit really started kicking off bad. And I appreciate brothers like you kind of bring the closeness, you know, to the homies. You know what I'm saying? Because I got homies that really pushing that same line you pushing from Great, and the homies from the Salos pushing the same line. And the other day I was watching a video where this brother JT Figure was over in the jungles, and them brothers over there trying to push that line from the west side to the east side, cuz. And I really appreciate what y'all doing, but I want to just talk about this brother C-Mac for a minute. Now, I've been on this flat top homie since I was 11 years old. I went to Woodcrest on 109th and Butler. So, you know, I grew up with all 11 dudes Hoovers. And when I moved to Linwood, my loved ones, Big Rat, them from 11A, we all grew up together, homie, like brothers until this very day. We like brothers. Sheet off from 7-6. And I want to shout out to the homie Doc. I've been knowing Doc since I was 11 years old. And I just heard that he just got the RICO Act the other day. And I just want to send out a shout to his mama, his family, because, you know, we need to support him, cuz.
Hey, free the homie Doc Thone, man.
I just want you to continue on doing.
Hey, man, I appreciate
doing what you're doing, man.
I appreciate you.
Much love to the brothers in Compton, to the Coasters, to all the Crips, to all the Die Moves. And that's all I got to say, homie.
Hey, man, I appreciate you, man. I ain't going to even try to add nothing to it. But, hey, I appreciate your energy and everything you said. Much love.
All right, peace, homie.
Peace. All right, 702 area code, you next. Then it's going to be 619-401-805-310. Then the 229. Appreciate y'all patience, y'all. 702, it's on for you. What it do? You in the black box with VJ Keyway, a.k.a. Bay Machiavelli, where gratitude is the attitude, always and for death, though. What's happening?
What's going on, player?
Oh, man, blessings abundant, man. We just chopping it up. What's good with you?
Oh, for sure. We woke up today, man. That's a blessing in itself.
Hey, I drink to that.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, this Hennessy, man. I'm originally from San Diego.
Okay,
but I've been living out here in Vegas for like 19 years.
Okay, hey,
yes, sir.
Your name Hennessy, and I'm drinking Hennessy, and I got a homie from my hood.
Oh man, cheers! Cheers, too. I'm gonna drink a shot with you.
I got a homie from my hood that moved from L.A. to Vegas, and his last name is Hennessy, so it's a Hennessy. Anything can happen. What's up, though, my nigga? What's happening?
Oh, I got the anything is possible sweatshirt too. I wish we was on camera. I show it to you.
I believe
but,
somebody in the chat.
Yeah, man.
Somebody saying in the chat they'll be in Vegas Tuesday, and they got a flame and a tongue. And I've seen her in person before, and that tongue hang longer than the one on the emoji. You might want to tap in, but go ahead. What's happening?
Hey man, I just want to speak on this shit, right? Because when I first chimed on your channel, I heard you speak on some real shit, and what you had basically said was, when it comes to gangbanging, and when it comes to professionalism, and when it comes to business, you gotta separate them three. You feel me? And I fuck with C-Mac, man. I like his character. I like his movement. I like how he feed the homeless. I like how he seemed like he got a good heart. You know what I'm saying? He seemed like, I don't know the brother Percy, but I like his movement. But when I seen that shit last night on, oh man, I'm so high. I'm high as an astronaut. When I seen that shit on No Justice, I was like, oh man, because I know how close Rail, Adam, and homeboy from Compton, AD is. I know they kind of like the forefront of it.
Right.
So when I seen that shit, and I seen the way he disrespected homeboy from Hoover, I knew it was going to be a problem, and I knew it was possibly going to be some consequences, but I didn't know exactly what was going to happen.
That shit you only going to do in the day room one time. And if C-Mac get in the day room and do that one time, and it go how it go, if he don't, once he go to the hole, come back, and he don't learn it again, guess what? He going to end up in the hole. He not going to be programming, because niggas the Hoover's going to get on him, because you can't do that shit in the day room, and when you get into the industry, you got to treat it like you in the day room, you in the yard. That's how you got to politic. Otherwise, this shit'll be like Chicago, way worse, bro. Way worse. It'd have been over with.
Exactly. Real spill, my nigga. And it fucked me up because when I cut
Neighborhood, C-Mac, shout out my low, spider low, cuz. Neighborhood, on hood. Some beautiful world.
I knew there was going to be some type of consequence for them actions. Because he was disrespectful to one of the dudes that's on the main platform, that run the platform.
And I don't want to say
that. I don't agree with that.
I don't want to say he need that platform to the extent that it's no him without that platform. However, that was a very good outlet for him to be able to just keep returning. If I could appreciate Adam for anything, it seems like he had a genuine fondness for C-Mac, and he tried to help him win. But I think it's out of Adam's hands now. Like, if he got respect for AD and homie from Hoover, then he gonna have to understand what they articulating, because that shit could be a top man. That shit'll go bad, bro.
Hell yeah.
Bad. And it's unnecessary, and it's so.
And I kind of. I was gonna say, I figured an explosion was gonna eventually happen. I didn't know if Rail was gonna walk in there one day and run into C-Mac, or if they was just gonna run across each other on a humbug. But something in the back of my head was like, there's gonna be some type of collision with these two.
And I didn't really realize that was even brewing, because I don't be tapped in like that. But I'm listening.
Yeah, man. Because it was just bound to happen, because he got that shit on his forehead. He's real upfront about how he feel and about that movement that he's trying to push.
And it just seemed like eventually they were gonna run into each other. It was gonna be an explosion. But
They tell me right now, T-Rail only really got one good arm. So for a nigga that's being respectful, really from where he from, and now you bringing this energy and run into each other with a nigga with one arm, and you a big old don't give a fuck ass nigga, bro, you set yourself up for some trouble, bro. Like, bro, I couldn't imagine being a nigga with one arm and it's a big old nigga like that just being extremely disrespectful in an area that we supposed to, where nobody else is being like that. That I'm not finna stop coming to. What, man? Like, man.
Neighborhood, see Macc, shout out my loc, spot him up, cuz. Neighborhood, on hood, it's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, crib.
You gotta see careful though, cuz you steady hollering, everything gonna see all right. But you gotta take some control of that situation and to secure and ensure that everything see all right. Cause if you keep moving reckless, there's no guarantee. Even though there's never no guarantee that everything gonna see all right, definitely ain't no guarantee if you don't try to make a decision to make sure everything gonna see all right. Go back, listen to our interview. I don't know if you was listening to me, my loved one, but I was telling you, growth, bro. If you ain't growing, you slowing. And you on camera all the time and it's gonna be showing. Everybody gonna be knowing that gang banging ain't how it's flowing. You gotta slow down with that shit, man. It ain't worth it. The dollars and the destruction don't mix. You named yourself destruction, destructions and dollars don't mix. It don't mix. Just tap into your fly side. Politic on the fly side, on the wise side. Listen to the nigga that makes some sense that you know. Fuck that dumb shit. I appreciate you, loved one. I'm gonna get on to the next caller.
Okay, for sure, fam. Hey, man, you take care of yourself, bro. I appreciate you letting me in, chopping game with you, man. It was a pleasure, man. You got a big platform. You know, you've been doing this shit for many moons. And you was one of the first ones, my nigga. You, Keita Rock, when y'all was running with Suge.
Shout out Keita Rock, neighborhood to my neighborhood,
come together and make this thing.
I love when I hear Keita Rock. I love when I hear Keita Rock name come up, cuz, and just to like general, you know, respect that his reputation holds, cuz the niggas don't even know. That's my loc, cuz. Like, y'all see what he in jail for now. Y'all don't even know. Cuz was already in jail for murder.
Y'all was running with the Damus, y'all was getting that guac, y'all was smashing, and y'all was doing it in the name of the West. It wasn't like on some strictly red and quick shit. Y'all was doing it in the name of the West. But that's what I'm talking about. Red and blue makes guac.
Keita Rock, on the set. Look. Keita Rock, one of the biggest names known to this 60s shit when it comes to the world, right? But Big U, Big U, right? Big U. Before it was a Big U, it was a Keita Rock. But Big U got out of prison in 2004 when he started this run that he got on, that he became Big U to this day, right? So he got out in 2004. The night he got out, the very night he paroled, I was with Cuz that night because Keita Rock came and picked me up.
Wow.
In a Trey Hood. He had told, like, I used to be with Corrupt and Keita Rock on a regular basis. And for like the last 6 months to 90 days before Big Draws was coming home, that was something that was commonly repeated from Corrupt mostly. He was doing a countdown. He'd be like, 60 days, Draws be home. Then it was 30 days, he'd be like, 30 days, Big Draws be home. And I remember it was like 2 weeks. Big Draw, Corrupt used to always do the countdown. And when it happened to be the day that he was coming home, Keita Rock asked me, like, you want to roll? I'm like, fuck it. I didn't even really know Draws like that or know who he was. So I'm like, yeah, I'll roll. But when it was time to go, I just happened to be, my female stayed in A Trey Hood on 82nd between Western and Normandy. So when Cuz called me to come get me, I told Cuz, like, I ain't gonna ask you to come get me over here, Cuz I'm wooty-woo. That nigga Keita Rock was like, Cuz, you got me fucked up. Cuz, send me the address. And he came over there with, like, he had like 412s in the back. He was in a Tahoe beating super loud.
Oh boy.
Oh God. Came and picked me up. We went to the Chuck E. Cheese on Prairie. Cause Big U, one of his sons was having a birthday party, cuz. And so I met Cuz that night. I was already, like you say, running around with Key the Rock and Suge, and you know, Big U, the very next day, tapped in with Suge and started his mission. So I'm just saying that to say, that's how far I go back with draws, Cuz. And just think, from now until then, how these niggas be on here sharing stories, politicking, cuz it's been a whole lot I don't speak on that took place from then until now. But just go listen to my record, Truer Than True, y'all. I put that shit out in like 05 or something. But it was lyrics. You'll see, I've been rapping about Big U way before y'all knew who he was. I got a line, and I'm gonna keep it a Google. I ain't never smoked no weed with Big U, but the record was about just shouting out reputables from LA that wasn't famous. Cause the first line started off, I'm from the streets that breed niggas like Akili, Damu and Kiwe, that's us in Swahili. So I shout out Akili, Baby Dre Line, Baby Lane, and then my nigga Big Sane from Menlo, niggas like that. But Big U name, I just wanted to add his name because I knew what draws meant. At that time, I used the Big U because that was the less popular name. But the line say, me and Big U blew a gang of endo. But I ain't never smoked no weed with her. But outside of that, just on a history level, go listen to Spider
I would
Low.
love to see you and collab on some shit, my nigga. I ain't heard you and Corrupt on something. I would love to hear that collab one day.
No, we got some records together. Put our name in the YouTube search.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm about to do that, family.
Yeah, do that. Shout out to Young Scody too, Roscoe and Scody, Corrupt and Scody.
Let me ask you one more question before I go, fam. There's a lot of shit niggas don't. This one thing niggas don't never ask though, because they always talking. It's always about gang politics.
All right.
I've been to jail out here in Vegas. I've been to the Clark County jail, but I've never been to jail. I've been out here 19 years. I've never been to jail in LA.
Okay.
What happens to a non-affiliate that goes up in the LA County? I'm just curious.
I'm gonna tell you, it's the best person.
It's gonna be problems.
Hell no. You got love from everybody. As long as you don't come in there, you do your thing. Just like it's like being out of town. I don't know what the politics be. It's just like everybody fuck with the non-affiliates. You cool. Only thing your responsibility is when the racial shit pop, be on deck. That's it.
You gotta be on some racial shit. Most non-affiliates I know, they down for that action.
No, a lot of times they be more down than some of these gangbang niggas. But yeah, the non-affiliates, niggas don't prey on non-affiliates. Nah. And I got a son-in-law that's in the LA County jail right now. And he went through some trying to gangbang, but he was going with my daughter, so I did what I considered my best of marking him out and punking him out of gangbanging. And he was trying to be from a certain hood that I wasn't from, but my best friend, rest in peace, was from. And I kind of used him to help me run him off from that situation. And he kind of committed to me that he wasn't on that no more. And then I just was supportive of the relationship that he and my daughter had from that point on. He was going to college, he was working, he was squared up, and then he ended up, when I wasn't around, my back was turned, catching these cases. And then when he got to the county jail, he was faced with this idea of, am I a gangbanger or not once again? And from what I can understand, he's made the decision to not go that route. And the fact that you asked me that question, it just made me reflect on the fact that I had to give him the speech. When he first got in there, and my daughter let me know that he was contemplating, representing himself as what he had once tried to do. And the fact that it wouldn't be fake if he did that, because he really did that. And just right when he did it, I ran him off, and he had to do it no more, and he never really got involved. But if he was in jail and said that's where he was from, it'll make sense. It ain't like it's no weak fake shit. But he thought that was the thing to do. But I believe I was able to get in his ear before he really committed himself to that. And I think he in there non-affiliate. And I just hope he know that's the best way to float. If you can get into the county jail as a non-affiliate, you almost like colorless until it come to, it's the best way to be. It's the best way to be. Your only enemy then is the police. And it typically with the racial shit, the numbers is so flip-flop now, and the essays in general are so respectful. you don't really have racial issues unless you start them. So, you know what I'm saying? Niggas used to be tripping when we had the numbers and then when it was even. But now, when every time you get to a unit that's segregated and the numbers is like 40 to 12, you start learning how to be respectful, my nigga. But I appreciate you calling in. I'm gonna get to some more callers.
For sure, homie. I appreciate you. Much love. Hey, I love you. Keep doing your thing, bro. Man. Much love to you, homie. I appreciate you bringing me on, man.
Much love. 619. Your area code is right up the highway. What's up, loved one?
What's happening with you, SBI?
I appreciate your patience, man. Just politicking with the good people.
Hey, man, look, long time fan, you know, from Dago, Damu side and all that, but, you know, just listening to what you do all the time and the way that you talk to these youngsters, and even some people that's, you know, our age, you know, you see that elevation, you know, they evolve and turn into what they turn into. Not even in the entertainment side, but just even on the street side. And when you see that evolution happen all the time, you know that it's there, you know that it can happen. But when it comes to C Macc, I think he just so in the mix of it to try to get to that next point. It's hard for him to look at it like that. You know what I mean? Because you think back to your point when you was just all the way banged out, just East Coast script, like could nobody tell you nothing. How hard would it be for somebody to tell you to just calm it down and just be on the business tip? You know what I mean?
I understand, and the thing about it is I wasn't challenged with actually being a popular, famous entrepreneur or a personality. When I was going through my time in my career as far as gangbanging as he is, he's faced with a dilemma of really being what in generally would be a new booty. Plus, he from out of town. Not saying he ain't from his section, but it's a brand new endeavor. And in order to solidify yourself over there, it takes activities and a lot of shit. So now you got caught up going through that on camera. So and he's not what we would consider an intellectual, at least not from first perception. So once he committed himself to that route, I don't think he was really realizing how big he was finna be. And now that he's gotten to that level, I think he thinks taking steps backwards from that would be like marking out or being a custer. And when you get challenged with that on the inside, it's hard to make that decision, man. And I hope he ends up being man enough to get on the page to where he realized that's not the right route. Because even though that's the right route for that, that's the right route, go ahead. But it's not going to work in politicking and networking within this arena that you're trying to be in, bro.
And even for you, you know, I know you're not one of those, you know, gang advocates that's trying to get people the peace treaty and this, that, and other thing. You just give informative information to somebody. But my message to you is, don't let this situation discourage you from that, because you're making an impact on our people as a general. Because at the end of the day, it don't come down to the red and blue. It just come down to our people being able to evolve and get past certain areas. And whether you know it or not, you a messenger in that. You know what I mean? You helping people evolve and bringing them into a better place than where they at right now. You see what I'm saying? So for you, my message to you is keep doing what you're doing, my brother, and keep evolving for these people and letting these youngsters know, and even some of them our age, that there's something past that. There's something bigger than that. You see what I'm saying?
Man, I'm not finna try to add to that. I got a lot of thoughts running to my mind right now that I want to say to make your statement more profound, because it's so profound for me to hear that message. But I'm just going to take that, because I know if I try to articulate exactly why what you said makes so much sense to me, I'm going to miss something. And I know the Creator sends me through this a lot. He'll put me through, I don't want to say the Creator put me through experience that make me be in awe. I'll just be like, oh, wow. But the details of it are so personal that there is nobody upon the face of the earth I can share it with that will get the same awness out of it. So I just wanted to tell you, no, we tuned into the same energy, man. That was a message from beyond you or me. Thank you, my brother.
Hey, for sure, man. Like I said, keep doing what you're doing, man. You got support out here, and I'm gonna tell you, man, your mindset and where you at right now and how you think is much bigger than what you even know and what you even think. You said a couple things right now that had me like, yeah, this brother's something different. You know what I mean? He's something special. So just keep doing what you're doing, man. And you got that support, man. And what you're doing and the message that you got and being real to and true to who you are, keep doing that, my brother, and just much love to you, man, and keep it going.
Thank you very much, man. Much love on God, on my mama. I almost want to just end this whole shit right there. I ain't. We got a lot of callers. We got the 401 805 310. Then we got the 716-269-757-708. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the number down just so we make sure we get everybody else in, because we only got 20 minutes left on that phone, right? But what Cuz just said, y'all, yeah, he wasn't speaking. That was the Creator speaking through him to me directly on my mama. Ooh, gratitude is the attitude. I am so grateful for that message. I appreciate you, caller. 401, you live in the black box. What's happening?
That's T.I. What it do, baby? I'm back around. I just want to let you know, man, I think this shit should work for you out of everybody, man, because just me watching the old tapes of you and Nip and shit, man, it was real heartfelt, man. I ain't even trying to talk on no godly spiritual shit. I just want to let you know a lot of shit you have been doing, a lot of people have been seeing, even in the smallest state of America, which is Rhode Island, my brother. And we all see it and we watch that shit, man, and like it's important to us, man, so we understand how to navigate in big cities like this. And you've been teaching a lot of my young boys how to do it, so when they go to LA, they know how to play, because they think everything ain't gang orientated in other states. So I want them to understand that, because I grew up in LA and shit like that. So when they watch you, man, it's big, man, and I feel like you still a Nip without Nip being here. Like you be showing the young niggas how to move and how to speak, how to articulate themselves. And I just want you to understand that there are people in the world that really see you, even in the smallest state of America, my brother. I just want you to understand that, man. Like, you really do speak volumes of homies, man. And it ain't about being a part of a gang. Like, some of these guys, they want to be a part of it, feeling like they going to get something out of it, because they feel like they're going to get something they didn't have out of their father or somebody they didn't have. But, bro, you deliver that shit, bro. And I just want you to know, even if Nip ain't around right now, you delivering that shit, bro. I just want you to understand that, man, because I know you probably live your day trying to raise your kids, raise your family, and I understand what you also giving to the people on this podcast you got going, bro. I just want to let you know I salute you. I already called earlier. I just want to call you back and let you know that, man, because that shit's deep to me.
Hey, man.
I ain't trying to lose none of my peoples, man.
You just you like what I just said about the last caller. I just want to extend the same message toward. It seemed like your message and his message is one whole message so far. So I'm gonna take that. I ain't got nothing to say to add to that. I appreciate you, loved one. You see, you motivate me to put that screen up right there, because I am a keeper to Google. As much as I am impressed with the way the homie articulated himself to the world and the impression he made on the world with the way he spoke, for someone unmotivated by myself to make that comparison, I humbly accept that. I accept that with so much honor. It's just humbling, man, and I appreciate that, because when it comes to our culture as far as hip-hop, streets, LA, and I compare myself to all my peers, counterparts, and predecessors, there is none other more eloquent than the Keyway Christ, Neighborhood Nip, rest in peace. And I'm just me. The way I speak, it takes no effort for me to speak in the fashion that I formulate my conversation. It's very natural. So I don't make no efforts to get better. And I've been speaking like this since a long time ago. So this is my level. So I'm not trying to outdo nobody. So for Cuz to be as eloquent as he was, and then for it to be appreciated, and then for him to be removed, and then for the void, for that element, when you look into the West Coast, I'm gonna just say West Coast, you're looking for that element, and to say for outsiders, the closest thing that you can see is me. That mean a lot. That mean a lot to me, man. I appreciate that. So you had more than one time to call. I'm gonna cut you short, but I appreciate you, loved one. Much love on my mama. 269-805. I see you, but I think that's Nickelback, huh? 269 area code. What's happening, loved one?
What's happening with you, homie?
I can't call it, man. I'm really. I'm right now. I'm just in a position of being grateful for hearing what the last two callers had to say, because like everybody, confusion and struggle and contemplation about the next move and how well what you might be caught up in is doing, that happens to everybody. And what they said just like might have put a battery in my back for the next long time. So I appreciate them last two callers. What's happening, Obi?
For sure, my nigga.
Yeah, what's on your mind though? I'm not trying to motivate. I ain't trying to motivate you to get on the same shit.
I'm finna tap in on this Larry Hoover situation.
Yeah, switch up. Here we go. You know, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So speaking of growth and all this shit that, you know what I'm saying, that they just said and shit, this nigga, that's misrepresentation. Like everything that this nigga stand for, this nigga Whack don't do none of that type of shit. He ain't speaking no motherfucking growth into nobody, my nigga. Like this nigga Larry trying to get the fuck out, man. Like this shit, the whole Free Larry, you know what I'm saying, Hoover movement is about, like, when this nigga say these niggas ain't got no respect, like, understand the streets is gonna be the fucking streets, my nigga. Like, it ain't like you can just let the nigga out and the violence gonna stop. It ain't about that. But this nigga can make everybody vote different, nigga. All the different sets, nigga. Right. He got that type of respect and influence. He can make change out here, bro. Like, and this nigga, he do not
need a federal.
Like, take the gangs out of it.
He do not need the biggest.
Take the gangs away, my nigga.
He do not.
This nigga Larry.
He do not need.
He gonna give this nigga whatever he gonna give him off of his shit.
And guess what?
That's crazy to me, my nigga. Like,
but guess what? The last thing Larry need is Cuz name attached to anything he trying to do before he get out, bro. But then again, look at this thing. But look at it like this. But look at it.
You want a reputable motherfucker representing.
Thank you so much. But look at this on the flip side. We talking about the federales and influence and friends and informants. Who better to be on your team of influence than the best friend of the hip hop's most influential informant, Takuchi's only friend, who's comfortable being quite obviously transparent with the bullshit in front of all the world, including the feds. He might have a card to play for Larry Hoover. You never know what kind of trick that nigga got up his sleeve, cuz.
But the thing is, Larry so fucking stand up, even if that's the case, he ain't gonna want that card, my nigga.
I believe that. But guess what? They say that about Meach. They say that about Meach. They say that
Larry
about.
live better inside. They say that.
They say that. Here, bro. They say that about Big Meach.
You don't need that nigga's money, man.
Look, when you say that about Larry Hoover, guess what? Although Larry Hoover is way more historical and go way back, and it's from a different era. The next generation, they say that about Big Meach, and look who handling his story. And I swear to God, it's just the equivalent of a whole no honey. When it come to how 50, the way 50 position himself and used to react and respond and talk about them niggas before these indictments when they was out here popping, for him to be the one running they shit, it's the same thing, bro. So and look.
I mean, it
ain't no secret. It ain't no secret to Meach.
It's not, because
it ain't no secret to Meach.
With Detroit, Chicago, SCI.
Huh?
You feel me? Like Meach them niggas from Detroit. Like Larry rooted out of Chicago. It's a whole different. You know what I'm saying? It's the Midwest. It ain't the same.
And Larry Hoover far as when it comes to like integrity and influence, and far as his legacy, it seems like it transcends it was bigger than money. And that's what I feel you coming from. It stood for something, and he's gonna stand on something. And Meech's whole shit was money.
I wish people just knew the story.
I guess, but look, just think about it. Just think about it.
They still alive.
Look who hands the story is in, bro. You want people to know the story, and as far as we know, look who got the control over
that. But see that right here, he can keep that. Like, my whole thing is he say all that shit he say, but what's stopping me from putting it out?
I want to know
if you don't care what the backlash is or what the repercussions of that is, what's stopping him there? Like all the footage he be saying he got.
Because, hey, look, no, I'm convinced one thing, he might be holding out for a payday, but my thing is this: what the fuck is it when you build a reputation of being a nigga that got the tape on a nigga? Like, the police gonna get you to do whatever they want you to do because they got the tape on you. Like that's on my mama. Like his whole introduction to the motherfucking mainstream of being game motherfucking manager is because he had a tape on game. He stay getting tapes on nigga, cuz. On God, he'll get a tape on a nigga, cuz I get a tape on a nigga.
that's why I don't fuck around. I can fuck around with a lot of different motherfuckers. I don't fuck around just to the politics of the industry, my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Every time I go to fuck with somebody, it be some bullshit that go down. You know what I'm saying, with the niggas and shit. Like,
bro, if I was honest about my experience, if I was honest about my experience and then kept documenting how that's the case, I really get labeled just the mad rapper, super hater. But hold on, 909. But that's the reality of my. I know exactly what you mean, bro. I done made my life in this shit an experience of giving niggas the benefit of the doubt, seeing the bullshit, right? Then after seeing the bullshit, squashing shit, giving it a second try, and niggas will get right back to bullshit, and somehow I turn into Trudolph the blue-nosed reindeer that ain't invited to none of the reindeer games. Swear to God, on my mama. And I don't know.
So, man, my nigga, I ain't gonna hold you. I want to tap in and shit and touch on that though, man. Like, you know, that's what that's about. And the nigga talking about dog got people calling him. He saying he doing a lot of shit that you know, he know what come with that type of shit. So it is what it is, though. You feel me? I just want to tap in and shit and you know, keep doing your thing, my nigga.
Much love, appreciate you, homie.
For sure.
Hey, 708, it's on you, loved one. What's on your mind?
What's happening, Spider Man? How you feeling today, brother?
Oh, blessings are abundant, man. So therefore, I say gratitude is the attitude. Jeter, what's happening?
Thanks. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm from Harvey, you know what I'm saying? That's right next to Chicago, and that brother ain't lying, man. If Hoova get out, you know what I'm saying? He definitely gonna have the youngsters and even, you know, the brothers that's our age, you know what I'm saying, doing what's right, coming together as one. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm from the other side, you know what I'm saying? Black Stone, you know what I'm saying? And I was told a long time ago, respect that man Hoover. You know what I'm saying?
That's deep. That's deep as fuck.
Right. And what people don't understand, see, I've been Black Stone since 1988. You know, what people don't understand is the movement that Larry and Jeff Ford have was to bring all the gangs together. That's why they locked up, man.
You know what you telling me right now? You scaring me. You scaring me because I think when you make that obvious, if we know that as far as his peoples, I know they know that, and that might be the exact reason why he'll never see daylight. If they know that,
yeah, they know that, bro. That's why they keeping them in there, bro.
Because that's the worst. That's the worst threat. That's the worst threat. That's the worst threat. The worst threat to America in relation to our position and what we've been through is unity in these real important pockets where all the destruction is happening. If in them places niggas could figure out how to operate, how they operate in the Carolinas, how they operate in Atlanta when it comes to overall black acceptance, how they operate in Houston, how they operate in DC. If we can create them type of environments all over in California, Chicago, and in New York, we can start experiencing some success as a group, bro. It's gonna take unity, though. It's gonna take unity, bro. I agree.
Definitely gonna take unity. You know, I'm gonna tell you what it is. The people need to do their research on history. If you find out what you was called before 1492, if you do the history before 1492, you will see that we ruled the world, the whole world.
Hey, preach that. Hey, look.
We ruled the whole world.
I thank God for the internet because through internet clips, I've been learning that as well, bro. And it does my soul a lot of good to learn those type of facts. When I say I learned those facts, I'm gonna tell you like this: it's still been difficult to replace those statements as facts in my fucking hard drive versus what I was taught prior. So I gotta keep hearing it. I gotta keep seeing it because what we've been taught is so indoctrinated and deep rooted. Even though what you just said, I'm seeing the evidence, but the programming we've been given is still a fucking battle to replace the information. One is true and the other. Even though I'm actively deciding to believe what you just said, what I've been taught still has a fucking stronghold in my fucking perception of the world. So I think what you said needs to be a more active, consistent message coming from us, bro, on my mama. But I believe that. I also just think about how the concept, they got us in this whole experience of thinking as a victim, we got to America by slavery on boats, which I don't doubt that there are some or a lot of our people got here from that process. However, recently I've come to learn and understand that the more probable situation is that we were everywhere on the whole earth before anybody. And when I say us, I mean people of melanated pigmentation. Anything that is not melanated to a degree of is not considered colored is a fucking, and I don't want to say fucking, is an actual recessive process in genetics. It's evidence of a lack of completion. Melanation, color of skin, is in scientific essence designed similar to a shell on a turtle. It is a form of protection from the natural elements. And when that is not upon your actual being, you are not naturally designed and to safely inhabit the whole planet in its natural form. You have to find climates and areas conducive to your actual makeup. And knowing that we are the original, everything since then has come from us. And just think about it. Anytime something goes over and over and over and over again, think about all the elements that could come into place. There are going to be, and there always are, even as a motherfucking person that is into agriculture, growing plants or trees or a farmer, you'll realize even when you go through a perfect process, you will have some of your crop that you have to discard because it's not the complete total what you was trying to accomplish. And amongst the metamorphosis of humanity and evolution, there are those amongst us who are not of the original aura, who lack some of what we possess, who have ascended to power upon us. But guess what? They're from us. And just even in your own individual experience, when it comes to mastering self and discipline, your worst enemy is the man in the mirror. So therefore, the worst things that you have to conquer, they come from within. And that's the same thing with the image of that individual, that person that enslaved us, that beat us, and now that economically and psychologically and socially still enslave us. That motherfucker comes from within us somewhere. There was no two sects of creation of humanity, and these kind of people were created over here and these were created over here. There was a creation of humanity, and then throughout the experience, there was a portion of that humanity that lacked. And melanin, amongst perhaps other things, were one of the primary things that they lacked. And based on that being factual, other events took place. I ain't gonna act like I'm an expert on it. I ain't gonna act like it's spiritual, godly. But the fact of the matter is, upon inception of our existence, there were only people that had color. And you remember, I am the one in the black box that was real vocal saying, I ain't black, I'm brown. And I am brown. I still say that. And I was trying to make a real intellectual statement about how we shouldn't be comfortable referring to ourselves as black. However, check me out. I done seen some pictures.
90 seconds.
I done seen some pictures recently of some of our brothers and sisters in certain parts of the map. That, if that's where our original core come from, I'm talking. It's some skin. You see my background and my T-shirt and my hair. It's some skin tone that's very close to that. And I personally might not be that skin tone, but I believe that's
60 seconds.
That is a result of the whole mixing, or it might not be that all of us were that colored from the jump. However, I feel like them is my brothers and sisters. So from this point on, I'm gonna make it clear, I ain't on that mission of, man, we ain't black, we brown. We black. I'm black than a motherfucker because we got some brothers and sisters that's black. It's some people that can hold their hand out like this and they look more black than brown, and them still my people. So I believe that is the more original form of what it is. If you get into the science and the physics of things and understand what matter is, and dark matter and antimatter, and the most smallest molecule essence of anything that exists, and the black hole
10 seconds
and the universe, when you start over and understanding that everything that actually matters, think about it. Matter is the most premier thing that matters. I wasn't even trying to make this connection with the Black Lives Matter, but the most ultimate thing that matters in the existence of everything is motherfucking matter, and matter is black as fuck. You heard the word? Matter is the blackest of black that you can imagine. It's the absence and the inclusion of everything that has ever existed and will exist in the most smallest finite amount of space that you can imagine. That's what matter is. And then from that small molecule of nothing, there is everything. And then even though there's nothing there, the amount of blackness, which is nothing, that is the power that creates everything, every color, every shit. That's what black is. Right. So yeah, we ain't brown, we black, y'all. But yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Cardi.
Come out of darkness.
Everything come out of darkness. Everything. I wish I was blacker. Oh my mama. I wish I was darker than I am now. Yeah. Swear to God. Swear to God.
What I want to say is, man, it's a new documentary that came out, man, and everybody need to go watch that demonstration, man, because it shows you the beginning and how they stole everything from us, and how they take certain things and use it, to keep the people separated. Even back then, the documentary called "Heavy as the Crown." Yeah, go check that documentary out.
Where can we find the documentary?
It's on Apple TV, man. It's on Apple TV. It's soon coming to Amazon. It just came out April 22nd, but it's on Apple TV right now, and it's coming to Amazon soon. I don't know if it's on Amazon yet. You know what I'm saying, man? If you get a chance, man, check out that brother Sabir Bay. He stay right there. I think he at, I forgot where he at, but he in Cali though, man. That's a good brother, man. And
let me tell you something.
Real knowledge.
California stretches about 12 hours of driving apart. It tickled me when some of my loved ones, shout out to the Kibbles, my nigga get in my DM and like, whoa, yo, fam is in your backyard. And the nigga was up north somewhere. I had to tell him, nigga, that's 8 hours away. Just because it's Cali don't mean it's down the alley. Don't mean it's down the alley.
Don't mean it's down the street.
No, don't. Hey, look. Just because it's Cali don't mean it's down the alley. We like to rhyme. It don't mean it's down the alley. You feel me?
Right.
Hey, much love, though.
The brother originally from Philly, man.
Oh, Philly.
Check him out, man. You get some time, man. Check him out.
I'm gonna do that, man. I'm inviting the viewers to do the same, because if I forget to do it, I hope one of my real loved ones do it and remind me of what they found, and then further motivate me, because I'm gonna keep it a Google. I'm gonna forget this moment, but I appreciate you tapping in, love one. Oh God.
Facts, man.
All right.
Keep it 100.
Yep, I got two Nicks, and I got Blue Jay. Real Near Radio. My niggas from 1 and 2 Day. What do they say? Okay. What's happening, y'all? Real Near Radio. We done got to Random Ramble Hour, where anything goes but punk shit, fake shit, and fabricated facts. We all about the factoids and truth. In fact, put that on my mama. The box is black, and I gotta always keep a top hat. Nah, what it do, loved ones? What's cracking, y'all?
That bottom line though, like.
Bottom line though, like. Keep it easty though, like. Don't get mad. Get your money. Don't.
Yes, though.
Oh.
Go ahead, Blue Jay. Go ahead, Blue Jay.
Hey, look, Blue Jay, you get a motherfucking certificate, badge, trophy for being the first caller. And I muted you because your background was loud. I think you had like a machine going. And here you are. You stayed to the very end, cuz, and you didn't gripe or nothing. Blue Jay, what's happening, loved one?
Hey, cuz turned up too, and the caller tried to interrupt you. He turned up.
Was he
Blue
bad?
Jay,
He was on one. Hey, you know what did that, though?
He was on one.
Hey, that's because I got at y'all in that group text about that goofy fool. After that, hey, Blue Jay turned. Hey, he might not be on the line no more. I muted him so long.
I ain't seen him since.
No, because look, I muted him, and he didn't realize I didn't hang up on him. I just tried to, and now I don't hear his background, so it looked like it's just me and you.
Oh, shit. Well, hey, man, real quick, hey. You giving some real high-powered, real easy talk, brother. On an anointed level, on a higher perspective.
Appreciate
it. And the callers will prove that. Don't let what I'm saying, mean shit. The callers verify that.
You my bro, and I know you gonna let me know. I know you appreciate what they were saying as well as I appreciated it. You like, your brain is like, we working from the same side of this shit. So when you hear what they were saying, I know it affect you like it affect me. I already know what you think and how you feel. Yeah, I feel you. I appreciated that shit, cuz. That shit fucked me up, bro. On my mama. On God, because guess what? That's exactly what a nigga needed to hear. Cause like, that's what a nigga he here for, right? And then the evidence is not always that evident that that's really transpiring. So when it like just like slap you in the face, it's like, okay, without the real evidence that is doing what it do, that's the motivation you get to stick with it through the next few ups and downs. Right there. Unapologetic, masculine men from the other side of wherever that tap in from their soul and spirit to the message that you express. That's the motivation. Women as well. However, I'm just fully aware that the general population of YouTube that accumulates views for any YouTuber typically are males. If you just look at the demographics, look them up on Google. The audience is just predominantly male by the nature of the beast that is YouTube, meaning the females are there and they're on their way in a larger proportion, but they're just late to the game. And we appreciate our female followers, listeners, callers, as much as we can get them, but it's just the nature of the beast that is more males. It's more like especially with my channel, on top of that, my history, my culture is typically a male type of man cave type of energy around here. So then when it comes to males, there's actually a demographic of age as well. So just being more aware of the people that are actually appreciating what we're doing just helps us to keep it on point. And when they tap in, cause on my mama, that's all I really be needing to hear. If you look at my career throughout the years, basically my stronghold has been those type of trophies anyway. And it typically was approaching people that had already established themselves as successful in the industry of my actual artistic expertise. And my real challenge mentally, because I was just naive, ignorant, and just a kid, a young motherfucker that didn't know nothing, my whole challenge in my brain was approaching, engaging people that was popping and established, and then impressing them. And once I got their validation of my fucking craft and them committing to being involved, I kind of used to rest in the fact that I had did my part and wasn't sharp enough, wise enough, educated enough to know how to go from that point on my own to take control of the success. I kind of trusted those that were in that position to make it happen. And that was my ultimate downfall in actually achieving what I thought was right before me in that immediate parameter, I believe, at that time. You dig a lies, but I'm just on that random ramble on my mama. I apologize, y'all.
No, I just didn't interrupt you. No, you're a Google person, and that's the thing that has people follow that know you before this podcast and this YouTube, that know the catalog, that know the bars, that know your whole career. You never went looking for recognition. You never chased a top 10 with putting some fucking hot whoever the artist was just to get some fucking bars or to get some clout off some recognition. And that's why people tap in. I've never heard more genuine, authentic gratitude and appreciation for what you do and what you're still doing, giving back on this platform, guys. Absolutely. And that's real shit.
I appreciate it. This nigga named Vernon Harthorne in the chat keep talking about what's the deal with the grid program. Now, my assumption is you must have become familiar with the grid program on YouTube recently. And that means you must have heard the same thing I heard. So why, instead of keep asking him what's the deal with it, why don't you type what's the deal with it? Because you know what I know, nigga. What is you trying to say, weirdo?
Is that our boy right there? Is that our homie? Is that my homie right there?
No, that's not a homie. That's Vernon Harthorne. Dog, don't zap him. Don't zap his question. I just want to point out how goofy he looked. Keep spamming with that question. No Gas TV. Wait, what happened? C-Mac did what? C-Mac apparently, where he was comfortable being on an invitation to Adam, somebody who is definitely has nothing to do with the culture of gangbanging, has a platform that is a professional platform on the internet, and he was comfortable being himself, which everybody knows is very disrespectful toward the Hoovers on a random, consistent, constant, continuous basis. Adam also has took it upon himself, from my understanding, to include a nigga from Hoover on his regular, like, I don't know what you want to call it, a roster or whatever, another regular personality on the platform as a nigga from Hoover. And it appears that when the nigga from Hoover wasn't there at one point or another, C-Mac said some shit that was, like we all know he will do at any given time, was very disrespectful toward the Hoovers. So I was saying that I wish the homie was approaching his situation in general, and this one in particular, a lot more professional. Since I've been saying that, it's been a lot of people in the comments saying that the nigga from Hoover keep C-Mac name in his mouth all the time, almost as if what C-Mac said was provoked. I want to make it clear, I'm not familiar with all the interactions back and forth that may have happened. I'm just speaking in general about someone who calls themselves taking a career in entertainment serious that happened to be from South Central Los Angeles and is affiliated with a gang. There is a way to go about being a mainstream personality that does not include being openly disrespectful to a whole gang out here. You ain't never seen it work before. It's not gonna work, cuz only way it works if you have to tuck your tail and not be that nigga that you claim to be, and that means constantly out here. No one could survive constantly out here with that energy like that, bro. It doesn't happen. Believe me, if you do survive it, you ducking and hiding. And a nigga that could be out here moving around with love from everybody, slightly comfortable, which is the homie C-Mac, he putting himself in a position where he got to be way more strategic, way more defensive. I'm not going to use no words like scary, but you're going to have to be in hiding. And you don't necessarily, just think about it, what the majority of grown black men would like to see happen. Without the tattoo and all the extras, thanks to Adam, he had a platform where he could have showed some neighborhood and Hoover unity and been at the forefront of it. You feeding the homeless, but you got no inner motivation to cease some real negative. You are one of the most influential, even though it's not from the bottom up with the grits and grind of this gangbang. As far as the way the world perceives you, you represent neighborhood. Now, you going back and forth as far as occupying the same space as a nigga from Hoover. You're not out here really trying to destroy Hoovers. You're not. You're trying to be famous. What better opportunity to entertain a conversation from the opposite side if you came into the situation with respect? But the tattoo and the constant dissing, it already eliminated that. But then, you know you going in and out of here with a thin wall and you ain't seeing this nigga. To still be a nigga who feel like I'm going to go on this platform and diss the op, you either one or two things. You ain't getting it and you just goofy, or you looking for some smoke. That means even when they tell you you can't come back, it should not be safe for cuz up there. It's either or.
And it turned up with that energy. I mean,
that's what that energy means.
Put a little bit of that liquor
that's
and that herb and that weed in there, man. It's gonna turn that volume up.
That's what that energy mean. When you from LA and it's all eyes on you, and every time it's all eyes on you. Not only the tattoo, because that's natural. Nigga get tattoos what it is. But then every other word, you dissing. Really, it ain't supposed to be no such thing as, for however long it's been going on, it couldn't really supposed to be no such thing as you and a nigga from Hoover is on No Jumper. That shit wasn't even supposed, the way he pushed his line, that could never really be. You know where No Jumper at. This nigga be up there too much for y'all not to have touched each other, or you didn't shut it down to where he can't come. When you Mr. Destruction, when you put all that extras on it, the extras in LA, when you put that much extras on it, it gotta be some activities coming with the extras. You can be from where you from, official, and all that maneuver without the extras, and don't nobody got a question on how you can cross the enemy and keep it moving with respect. Everybody understand that, especially when you're in entertainment. But when you come into the entertainment arena with all the extras, then when shit happen like what we seeing now, you just went to your hood and let a bunch of niggas beat on you bad. And you took that because you with the program. Guess what the program say? If you with all them extras dissing, now, if you can't be there, guess what? Cuz can't be there. That's what that shit say. So you gonna see a nigga either run into a brick wall as a crash dummy, be smart enough behind the scenes to politic and get it right, or you gonna see him tuck his tail and not be about all that dissing he say he is. Otherwise, the nigga from Hoover definitely should not be able to go on No Jumper, and you can't. If that's the end of it, all that extras is unnecessary and they wasn't authentic. You feel where I'm coming from?
Absolutely, bro.
And why put yourself in that type of position?
To be out there like that.
Yeah.
And I know you don't watch their little podcast now. I know you don't watch the shit, but they roast each other hard. They're clowning T-Rail about his arm. They're clowning the other cat about being Mexican. I mean, they bag on each other hard, but none of them are fully active.
You know, LA. You know what LA.
So
you know what else?
It's never gotten that far.
You know what else did it? It didn't make sense. We from LA, right? It's a nigga from Hoover, from neighborhood, supposed to have some regular. Everybody know what that means to the regular culture. Well, okay, whatever. That's what that is. All right. Not only is y'all on a white boy podcast, the nigga from Hoover right now, I didn't really quite understand why he was sitting there with a parent Sereno having this conversation. Like, that shit is like, that flavor don't even mix. Like, why? Like, that's a Sereno. Ain't cuz a Sereno, this nigga right here? He funny as fuck though. I ain't dissing him.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
I ain't dissing cuz. The fact cuz he got some little funny little clips on the internet.
Videos.
And I know, I could tell he from out here with the little clips. He know the politics, but first of all, gangbang politics is not for public discussion on the internet, especially while they active and current. I can see when niggas is like thinking back on the past and discussing certain shit, but when shit is active right now, I don't believe it's for the internet, right? But then, if you are on the internet discussing some Hoover neighborhood shit, how is you sitting right next to a Sereno having this conversation?
I'm finna super politic, you know what I'm saying, right now. Cuz not welcome on this platform. Cuz not coming back to this motherfucker. We are not doing no interviews and we are not doing no vlogs. If I see Groove in this seat, you will not see me again. up here on the set on everything I love. You know what I'm saying? And it was a level of disrespect where I felt like he sat in his seat, you know what I'm saying, and disrespected a host in front of hosts. You feel me? And they were super uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying, they didn't know what to say. I felt like everybody in the back probably was super uncomfortable, and it was just super crazy. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
And I just felt like, everybody should be on the same page.
Hey, guess what? The CO, when you get to that type of shit, they gonna let the inmates run the day room. He put the extras out there in
You
the
gotta
day
cut
room.
that out before it gets out there.
And then look, just think, on my mama, no disrespect. Now I see the arm. Now you in bully mode if you ain't in straight banging mode. It's either is you bullying or banging. So if you're really banging that hard,
Or you burn it up too. Or you burn it up.
I'm talking about the nigga that I'm talking about when you go up there set tripping all the time, knowing it's a nigga from an Enemigo set that be up there, and that's the energy. When you go up there and being disrespectful to Cuz and his set, you either being a bully or a banger, because Cuz only got one arm. And if you a banger, that means you already calculated, okay, it ain't no squabble. Cuz gonna defend everything with this. So what is you doing on TV? What is you doing? It's like some GBO Gaston type shit. What is you doing, bro? Leave that shit alone, bro. You got the opportunity to go kapooey. Go kapooey. But the battle on the inside is, I'm from 5'5". The world think I'm so fully official with 5'5", even though I was in the portion of my career with the 5'5s where I'm still proving and I'm not really like whoop. So now I'm caught up in the middle of, I still got to prove to the 5'5s I'm active, but I'm trying to be famous and peaceful. How do I balance the two? To balance that is just as difficult as the motherfuckers in Vegas that balance the tightrope. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee.
We got a Hoover and a 5'5" sit at the table and think they were going to come to an agreement.
But look, the thing about it can happen. It could happen.
Right?
It could happen. It could happen. It could have happened. But now you definitely gotta. Like, I play chess. So when you play chess, your main challenge and responsibility is to consider all the possible reactions to your action. You don't think about it. You gotta calculate more than what the most probable thing is. What else could happen? You gotta analyze. So this is my thing. It could be probable. You just see me and the nigga Salo chopping it up. Believe me, that's possible on all types across the board. I could tell from the way the nigga from Hoova carry himself. I just heard him say he brought neighborhoods on there. It ain't him, cuz. It's the way the homie Macc present himself to all these scenarios. And if you just look at the landscape of this shit and look at him, for him to be the only one, you gotta know that ain't the way this shit go. And you putting everybody in a bad spot. But just think about it. Just think about it. They at Adam's spot, my nigga. They not at no nigga from nowhere out here spot. They at Adam's spot. So just imagine Adam, when he leave away, hit a corner with all his white friends and buddies. What's his perspective on it then? He the same motherfucker that sat up in AD face talking about, man, why don't you talk to your people, man? Why your people don't? Yeah. You know the difference between
yelling.
What's the difference? But what's the difference between you people and your people? You've been around. You've been around, and you know how controversial the phrase "you people" have been, right?
Hey, we talked about this when it happened, OG. You remember that?
No, it's up right now. Everybody else listening didn't hear it though. So let's not go that route. I'm engaging you.
It's not even that. That's like it should have never came out of his mouth.
But look, what is it about? What is it about all these people of my culture that are comfortable still coming around him without publicly holding him accountable from statements and at least getting some type of correction?
Right.
Like, it's no way. I'm
know.
not gonna be disrespectful toward him at this point, but I definitely would love to engage in an exchange with him publicly about why he was so comfortable describing us as your people when only thing difference between you and your is an R and aura. the aura. And if anybody is not familiar with what I'm expressing, do your research on American society and blacks being described as you people from whites and see how many people that lost their job and got canceled before cancel culture was even a thing. That's a phrase when you that's been used to describe us as you people that is definitely well understood as derogatory. So for Adam to be so condescending and speaking from a perspective that seems so exalted, talking to AD about COVID and fucking black people being apprehensive about getting a fucking jab from this fucking scandalous government that been fucking us over for half a thousand years. He was so fucking disrespectful, arrogant, condescending, and aggressive, asking AD, why don't you talk to your people? Why are your people so ignorant? Why are they just ignoring science? As if, according to Adam, we were responsible to some degree for the delay in this COVID shit being over with. Go look that shit up, cuz Adam AD COVID talk. I don't know, but right then and there when I seen that, cuz I don't understand why nobody else picked up on that arrogance and got at cuz. I do see him now seemingly losing control of the perspective of his platform. And I think he is duly to him feeling guilty. I spoke on this when he first said it. He ain't tap in, but I know he heard it. And I think he feel like he owe. And now him feeling like he owes so much, that nigga losing control of his whole platform. You know what Adam gonna do? They gonna come to that address one day, and that shit gonna be vacant. He gonna up and relocate on all them motherfuckers. Do you know how far he set himself back even fucking with that shit? He got the whole porn industry shit popping. If he eliminate the bullshit gangbang shit that he doing, he'll go to the next level like Howard Stern. And he don't even realize it. And that shit gonna bite him in the ass, nigga. Oh, my mama.
I always said if I got a little bit of money, I'd never leave the hood. As soon as I got my check, I was gone.
Hey, but look, saying that without a major plan is a statement of ignorance. Just look what happened to neighborhood Nip the Crip. Just look at motherfucking Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle is a pillar right now of black representation against inequality and all that. And this nigga is caught on camera walking into a motherfucking meeting, a city plan meeting of investors that he got millions invested in a certain community. And he walk in and throw a nutty and go off on motherfuckers because they are contemplating including low-income residents. So when you got,
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, Dave Chappelle, Mr. Black, Mr. Stand for All Black, they got him. This is a motherfucking meeting where they're having a contemplation of bringing this new development in. I guess financially it'll make sense for whatever the business is, but he got his money in this shit too. And these is all white people. It's the one nigga come in and throw a motherfucking hissy fit about them contemplating including some low-income buildings. And he told them he would take every dollar out he got invested if they go forth with it. He walked them to the panel, said his shit, and left. So when you got people who are comfortable, you know low income, you can almost exchange that with black. Especially if you're not in Southern California. It might be black and brown. But typically, the majority of other places, I don't know where they was having this development, but 9 times out of 10, when they was talking about motherfucking low income to Dave Chappelle, that meant niggas. That's what that meant. And Dave Chappelle ran up in that motherfucking meeting, stumping his feet, smoke come out his nose and his ears, saying, I'm taking all my money out if you let them niggas in here. That's what he said. So when we living in that climate, who can you trust? Do you think that Will Smith inspired the motherfucker that tackled Dave Chappelle the other day?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I was thinking this
when it went up and first, all the comedians coming out like Jim Carrey, because everyone's thinking that you're gonna have a copycat. You're gonna have people that want to think that's okay now.
Yep, I've seen a lot of people. I saw a lot of people predict that. What do you think about Chris Rock being corny enough? While everybody trying to cheer from him, what do you think about him being corny enough to say, "Was that Will Smith?"
Because you know that he didn't have.
You know
that
what?
Was his,
all that shows is how little he deserved that
responsible.
slap. That shows how much of a weenie Will Smith slapped. Because ain't no real nigga gonna take it upon himself to take that moment to snatch the mic and say, "Was that Will Smith?" That just showed like, oh man, that was yeah, you shouldn't have did that, Chris Rock.
He couldn't even said something. It still is corny, but he could have said something too. Like
no, this what
look,
like, no.
Where was Jamie Foxx?
You know what moment? You know
where
what,
was
you know what moment? You know what moment?
You know what I mean?
No, the moment he just had a moment like 3 months late. I don't know how long it's been, but what he was. Remember when Will Smith walked away from him, and you could see his mouth saying, "I could," like he wanted to say something. He took that long to try to have that moment. That moment was over with, bro. You could have been the Chris Rock, the classic, if you would have said the slickest shit while he was walking away. Wow, like if you would have called it like Chris Rock, if you would have described that as a bitch,
it was misdirected in the first place.
If you would have just said, "Damn, I just got bitch slapped," and I don't mean I got slapped like I'm a bitch. I just got slapped by a bitch. Like, if you'd have said something like that, Chris Rock, that would have been classic, bro. Redefine bitch slap. Getting slapped by a bitch ass nigga
in front of 30 million people.
Yeah, getting slapped by a bitch ass nigga over a bitch, like that treats you like a bitch. So that's a real bitch slap. That should have been his angle. And this one, you know, look. Let's point out this hypocrisy. Let's point out this hypocrisy. Why did Dave Chappelle?
Let's go.
Why did Dave Chappelle attacker get lumped up, pumpkin head, and immediately charged without Dave Chappelle having to say, "I want to press charges"? And Will Smith, when Chris Rock was assaulted, was able to walk up there, sit down, and enjoy his evening, and never get charged and get lumped up. Why is that?
Why? That's back over film, so I can't really give an opinion.
I'm saying, but why is it okay for
because Chappelle got the hood card? Is that why?
Nah, it's because
Chris Rock gets spooky. That's what I always remember. Man.
That ain't why. The reason why is because Will Smith bigger than life. Because if you take it from Will Smith and a few other blacks, every other nigga that would have did something like that would have been immediately arrested, man. They wouldn't have gave a fuck. When the LAPD show up to a crime that was committed on camera and ask the victim if they would like to press charges, that let you know you're dealing with somebody bigger than life. Because if your motherfucking crime was committed in front of an audience of hundreds or thousands of people and it was videotaped, the LAPD not asking nobody for no motherfucking permission to arrest you. You're going to jail. But when the police would rather have your autograph, when the officers that's coming would rather have your autograph, you dealing with a whole nother reality.
Well, you remember they were locking all the celebrities up back in the day for all the DUIs, and they were going in for 2 months, and they were getting out in 2 days because of overpopulation and crowding.
Well, no, LA.
Not saying that out of
That's
a lot of paperwork.
LA County overcrowding is a real thing. I'm telling you, cuz you go to court in LA County, cuz, and you take 100 days, 90 days. You go in there thinking, okay, yeah, 90 days. You go to sleep. Before you could wake up in the morning, your name is getting called for release. So, no, that ain't far-fetched. Like, on that shit, nah.
Right.
The county system was so over motherfucking crowded. They came with a mathematical equation that made 90 days a half a day, bro. And like, niggas in jail would tell you, 90 days, man, you gonna be out in 3 days. You would think they bullshitting you. But you get out way before 3 days on the set.
Was that before or after they stopped doing the prison for profit? like 2018.
Well,
Before after where
this is when
repealed or whatever it was.
This is before 2018 because I haven't been in jail since 2018. Knock on wood. So it was before 2018, but it was also after. It's been like that though for like over 10, 15 years though. Before that, on God.
Well, we talked about it on an old episode, but that documentary on Netflix, 13th.
Oh yeah, shout out to the.
Remember that one?
Yeah, cause what's her name?
It pretty much lifts the skirt up on all that corporate.
Yeah, I ain't finna go
profitability.
I ain't finna go into the whole of that, but the producer is from Compton. I got a Compton shirt on. I was born in Compton. I was raised in Compton. The nigga that gave me the shirt, I want to say shout out to him. My nigga Bone from Spooktown, because the morning one morning he was at his spot and he got a son named Cohen, 10 years old at the time. He might be 11 at this time. And I had got quite familiar with Cohen because on Bone Facebook page, all he would feature was videos of his son eating, his son playing, his son reading, his son watching TV, his son trying to record, his son sleeping. It was all King Cohen. So I became familiar with King Cohen as he grew up on the homie Bone page. And then Bone also owned a t-shirt store on the Laundry in Compton. And it was just a Compton store. He sold everything in that motherfucker had Compton on it. All kind of shirts, sweaters, hats, sweatsuits, Compton. So I was on my way to go interview the homie Corvain one day. And I stopped at the shop and I was finna come in there and just buy a t-shirt, a blank t-shirt, and Cub blessed me with this t-shirt. But the fact that you got on the 13 and the fact that the producers from Compton, I got this shirt on, I just want to share it because it's a popular event that happened in Compton. It happened some months ago, maybe a year ago, and I didn't speak on it because it was attached to some politics that don't got nothing to do with me, and it still ain't got nothing to do with me. I just know cousin, he a friend of mine. And it was a video circling around in the streets that captured the whole shit. And it was just ironic that the morning of this incident, he was the day of this incident, early that morning, I pulled up. It's a liquor store called Bunny's Liquor in the same little shopping strip as his little t-shirt store. And I remember pulling up. And Cuz had his son Cohen with him, the little boy I always see on Facebook. So I was like, as I pulled up to go jump out and go to the liquor store, I had my eye toward him to get his attention. But you know how you own a store and you got that metal thing that when you close, you shut that metal thing down. He was unlocking that, finna raise it up to go in his store, and his son was like right there on his hip with their back turned to me. So when I went in the store, they was doing that, didn't catch their eye. I went in, grabbed my shit real quick, and by the time I got in the car, he was opening it, going in. I'm reversing, going out the parking lot. I almost made it my business to like honk my horn, roll down my window, and shout out the young nigga, and I didn't. I just rolled out, and we never made eye contact. Bone and Cohen never knew I was there. However, later on that evening, the streets light up with a whole thing. Whatever time him and Bone, when Bone and his son, when he chose to leave that parking lot, he had an altercation with some people, apparently or something, wop. He left there, drove about 10 minutes away, jumped out of the taco truck to buy some tacos with his son, and him and his son got sprayed the fuck up, shot down, left for dead. They both almost died. By the grace of God, they both survived. I'm not quite sure what condition either of them are in, but it seems that they're doing well and progressing. But it was a very unfortunate scenario where a grown-ass man who seemingly had changed his life to be doing nothing but positive things as an entrepreneur in the community, shit, the way this shit go out here, he was with his baby boy. And not only did niggas get at him and get him his baby boy as well, but they both survived. So just want to send love to Bone, not only for the t-shirt, but the fact that y'all still out here on the top of this blacktop on my mama. Me and the Google gang send our love to you and Cohen, King Cohen. two Nicks. It's about time to get up out of here, man. I'm gonna let you put a cork in it and a fork in it, and then I'm gonna do me.
Yeah, that's for sure. Hey, I appreciate it. You know, I never like to call it politics because I just like the rest of the Google gang, just to let you talk because you're anointed, you're giving back a lot. So I appreciate you and like everything, because I had about 3 or 4 as you're running through the topics. I'm like, oh, yeah, spit that. So I got to do some new shit for the crew shit. Maserati, foot on the throttle, doing 100, sipping on $100 bottle. Might be in all blue, might do Burgundy, just left Peru, might do Germany, Amsterdam. I'ma slide through certainly, then hit Japan. Well, that's the plan. She can't speak English, she called me Poppy. So many styles, it's hard to copy. Grinding, I'm eating good on the rap, balling. I put my hood on the map. What is this? Go Spain to Rome if it ain't to Paris. I tried to blow, bro. They can't compare us. I'm balling all over the globe.
Hold up.
Can't nobody do it like me.
I'm balling all over the globe. Can't nobody do it like me. From my walk to my talk to my clothes. Can't nobody
It's all about the money. By all means necessary.
Can't nobody do it like me.
By all
From my walk to my talk to my clothes.
I'm bossing, bitch. Maserati, foot on the throttle, doing 100, drinking on $100 bottle. Might be in all blue, might do Burgundy. Just left the room, might do Germany, Amsterdam. I'ma slide through certainly. And hit Japan, well that's the plan. She can't speak English, she call me Poppy. She love my style, it's hard to copy. Grinding, eating good on the route, ballin'. I put the hood on the map. Going to Spain to Rome if it ain't to Paris. I trot the globe, they can't compare us.
Can't nobody do it like me. From my walk to my talk to my clothes. Can't nobody do it like me. I'm falling all over the globe. Can't nobody do it like me. From my walk to my talk to my clothes. Can't nobody do it like me. Like me.
From LAX to JFK, Atlanta, GA, and the VA. Next is Texas, then it's New Mexico. And Oklahoma get checks for show. Minnesota, then the Dakotas. Hit the weed man, then the promoter. Got a date to do, Denver in December. So many states, it's hard to remember. Orlando, after Miami. D-Nut, real to reals, that's my family. You can be jealous, you can be mad at me. Just pay Mac, all about the salary.
Can't nobody do it like me. From my walk to my talk to my clothes. Can't nobody do it like me. I'm falling all over the globe. Can't nobody do it like me. From my walk to my talk to my clothes. Can't nobody do it like me. Like me.
More cheese and more beans than an enchilada. Spent the whole spring in Ensenada. Listening to villagers playing Congo. Living in mansions, playing condo. First class flights, travel light. Pro club so clean that my shadow white. Don't vote but I deserve a nomination. Going broke, that's an abomination. Luxurious 5-star accommodation. Separate the dough by denominations. Spot a low G'd up at the concert. You ain't no globetrotters with Converse.
Can't nobody do it like me. From my walk to my talk to my clothes. Can't nobody do it like me. I'm falling all over the globe. Can't nobody do it like me. From my walk to my talk to my clothes. Can't nobody do it like me. Like me.
Snake Wood Nip Hustling. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
Tupac of my generation, Pac was highly intelligent, but in our culture, street culture, especially in his generation, intelligence was viewed as a form of weakness. How do you get the people that's really affected by, you know, what we're trying to solve involved?
Mathematical marathon and making moves taken. The heartbreaking news made major breaking news. Nephews, nieces, siblings, seeds, they confused. Waking up shaking, aching, praying that it's April Fools. Chosen child from the now stakes is huge. Snakes and fakes straddling the gate, it's too late to choose. Through violent visions gave victory, paid your dues. Motivated, demonstrated, elevated views. Truths don't die, we multiply. I ain't make the rules. Self-medicate, meditate, and celebrate the blues. Neighborhood, roller coaster, you can take the cruise, I'm good. Blue laces, suede Puma's favorite shoes. Jesus to the generations, you never save me on my babies. What beautiful gift Pluto ever gave me. For such a precious life, who decides price? I couldn't view the slide twice, cause they crucified Christ.
Overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. Can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. Everything that they wanna be. Yeah.